All right, good to see you all. Hope you're having a good day. Testing 1, 2. All right, good to see you all. Hope you're having a good day. So, we are live. Had some technical difficulties, whatever that is. When you're working with electronics, it's kind of crazy. They have a tendency to unplug themselves. We got Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the building. We got New Orleans in the building. Atlanta's in the building. Of course, Chicago, Illinois is in the building. Shout out to everybody over there on Facebook, Twitch. What's going on with Twitch? We got New Jersey in the building. We got Orlando, Florida in the building. My daughter just moved from Orlando. She was there. My oldest daughter was in Orlando. We got the Great Washington Heights in the building. We got Philadelphia in the building. We got my parents' state in the building, Alabama. We got California, Frisco in the building. We got Milwaukee, Wisconsin, New Orleans, Louisiana. We got Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the building. We got the wonderful Mississippi in the building. Yeah, a good friend of mine will be happy to see Mississippi in the building. That's where they are from. Shout out to everybody in Mississippi. I remember being a child, and we thought it was a big deal to learn how to spell Mississippi. Mississippi. Oh boy, we thought we could spell. That was one of the first big words where, we thought, boy, you couldn't tell us nothing. You're in the first grade, you can spell Mississippi, but you can't tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Memphis is in the building. South Carolina's here. Maryland is in the building. You say on the 7th? You say on the 7th, everybody's got to have a real ID. Well, everybody doesn't have to have a real ID. You only have to have a real ID if you're flying. That's it. If you're getting on a plane or if you're leaving the country. Other than that, you don't need it. You just need it to travel. So I think a lot of people getting that mistaken and rushing to get it when they could take their time. So I didn't go. I'm gonna let everybody go. Cincinnati's in the building. Greensboro in the building. No, passport won't work. Yeah, passport won't work. They're not letting you get on a plane with a passport, I don't think. Let me double check. I don't think. Oh man, I lost all my little notes and stuff. I don't think. I had all that information too. And now I don't. I don't think so. Oh yeah, I think a passport. You can use your passport. I think you can. Yeah, yeah, you can use your passport. Yeah, you can use your passport. That is correct. That is correct. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, you can use your passport. Well, we're going to look into it. I got all the information. We'll read it all together. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Shot, Dorita, you're right. You are 100% correct. And so, everybody's panicking. They're trying to go in there and get it real quick. I remember when they first started advertising it. That was probably about 3 years ago. I think they told me I could get it. Whenever I renewed my license, they told me I could get it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's a horrible idea. You want to know, is it true that the government will have a hook on us? Definitely. Definitely. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Definitely. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the idea that the government can just make changes without no input from the citizens, or we the ones pay them. It's all right to do things like that. My problem I got with it is the way it was done. It was done by government officials and politicians that work for us, supposedly. And so I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think American citizens should never have let that happen, because now you've given them the green light to do whatever they want to do without no checks and balances. They don't have to ask us nothing. So what's next? They say you got to have your microchip by the 7th of March, 2028. You got to get an implant. If not, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. I think the American public is a bunch of suckers. You've let the government take your power. You let the government overpower you. The government was supposed to be of the people, for the people, and by the people. You elect the officials. The officials are not supposed to just go do things. They're supposed to ask their constituents, hey, we thinking about doing this. What do you think? But when the government just starts doing what they want to do, and the only time you see them is when they're begging you to vote for them to go in there and do what they want to do. Does that make sense to anybody? Citizens, I don't know what citizens mean. That's what I'm saying. G-Rod says citizens don't believe they can face the government. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. If you elect them, I don't get it. You show all this power during the election, and then when they get in there, all of a sudden you don't got no power. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Well, if you have absolutely no power, what you voting for? What you voting and campaigning for? Why are you voting and campaigning? Because they could just put who they want in there then. Make it make some sense. If you got no say-so in the government, why they asking you to vote for them? And why you don't bring that up when it's time to vote? Listen, you want me to vote for you? How much say-so do I have? What are we doing? That's why I never vote unless it's a black person or something like that. Not because of race issues, but I got to get something out of it. And that's what I want. I want a black person in there, somebody that represent me. And if somebody said that's racist, then it's racist to have all white people in there then, like you got now. You can't have it both ways. How is what I want racist, but what you doing ain't racist? It's all white. Ain't nobody calling that racist. But I want to vote for a black person, then you got a problem with me voting for a black person. But you automatically vote white. You don't have to vote for a white person because everybody's white. Imagine an election where everybody's white and then you vote. So when a black person run, I want to vote for a black person. You say that's racist. But you don't have to vote for a white person because everybody's white. Make that make some sense. Even black people try to question me on voting for somebody black. And your black ass is constantly voting for white people by default. I mean, duh. Oh, according to YouTube sponsors, I can't have an adult conversation. I got to be a little kitty like I'm a romper room. When you live in a country that's all mostly majority white and whites want to control everything, and then they say they don't like you talking about race, that's kind of crazy. I bet you don't. I bet you don't like racial conversations. I bet you don't. I bet you really don't like me talking about race. I guarantee you don't, because you just want to be in there and have a racist system without somebody saying anything. Because it's straight racist. I can't understand how a racist system going to call anybody racist. That just seems crazy to me, too. And how could you call the complainers of a racist system racist? Like they'll probably say this is racist. I don't know how. I don't know how this is racist. Like, I don't know how this is crazy. Ain't it? Crazy as hell. But everybody's laying down. I mean, on social media, they're standing up. But in real life, everybody's laying down. Nobody's hardly standing up. There's a few people that's standing up. When they make their videos, people repost them and stuff, but they ain't going to get up there and stand up with them. They'll repost you standing up. But they're not standing up. White ones, black ones, none of them. They pick and choose when to stand up. If this makes them mad, then blacks will go out. Oh, this made me mad. They killed George Floyd. But overall, no. You know what I'm saying? Racism has to be dominant. So if you're not the dominant society, you can't be racist. You can be a bigot. You could be prejudiced. Like if I go to a Chinese business here and they don't want to treat me right, that's not really racist. That's prejudice. Because they don't have no control over me politically, economically, or nothing. They're just some Chinese with a business. White America has control of me environmentally, control my water, my electricity, my heat, living, transportation, politics, everything. So only white Americans can be racist. Racism can only be from white America. But a white person that don't like you, that's not racism. That's prejudice. That's not prejudice. Like if I meet a white person that don't like me, they might be a bigot. They might be prejudiced, but they're not racist. They're only racist when they can use the system. Racism is when you're a white lady and I'm a UPS driver and you tell me you don't want me over there and you call the police on me and the police come. That's racism because you use the police to back up your prejudice. Racism is a systematic thing. So the only racism in America is white racism because don't nobody else control nothing. Nobody can do nothing to them. So people don't really know what racism means. Racism is systematic. It's not personal. Personal hate is bigotry and hatred like that. Prejudice. That's not racism. Which I could do 4 live streams in one live stream. Let's talk about the educational system, how stupid everybody is. Motherfuckers don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I could have a whole nother live stream. When you come over here and you watch my live stream and you see the title and you come late and we're not talking about it, this is why. Because I have to do like 4 subjects out of one. Really, I have to do other subjects because there hasn't been a good educational system in this country since about 1970, maybe 79, 80. I mean, it was starting to collapse around 72, but it totally collapsed by the 80s. The whites don't know anything because they're racist, so they don't teach their children none of the real history. So they be dumb. They don't know nothing about China, Africa, nothing. They don't know nothing about who started math or nothing. They dumb as hell. And the blacks be dumb because they don't have good parents make them learn anything, and the board of education just do whatever they want to do in your community. It's a lot like this conversation. You got no economical power. You don't say nothing until election time. With all the problems we got as black people, you wait till election time. Other than that, we don't see you. And the black man, he's a dumbass. He's only smart when there's another smart black man. Soon as there's a wise black man, the other black man gets smart. Soon as you leave, they're back to dumbasses. Straight up, I deal with that all the time. You can sit around and you could just scroll through social media. Nobody's talking about nothing. You'd be like, I know what I'm going to talk about this. And then a whole bunch of experts pop up. It's amazing. A whole bunch of experts on this subject. I'm like, where the fuck y'all been before I talked about it? That's a little strange. That's why I get frustrated, because motherfuckers wait till I talk about something and now use a fucking pro. And if I didn't bring it up, your professional ass wouldn't have never mentioned it. So please shut the fuck up over here when I'm talking. Stay in your loser lane, nigga. That's another thing. They're never gonna monetize me again. Ah, they're never gonna monetize me again. But anyway, we're talking about the real ID. Now, I'm tripping because they said I got to get a real ID. So I'm like, well, what the fuck did I have? You know, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait 1 minute. So all this time I had a fake ID. There's some explaining got to be done. I can't believe they tell me I need a real ID. They said I need a real ID. I was tripping. I said, well, what I got? You know what I'm saying? You got the bullshit one, okay? I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, oh, whoa. Y'all should have named it something else. Y'all should have named it something. Y'all should have named it the real ID. Because I'm kind of insulted. How much I pay y'all for the bootleg one? You know what I'm saying? I paid for this bootleg ID? Are you kidding me? There should only be one ID. I thought they all real. Y'all let me drive with a bootleg ID. Y'all let me do all this stuff with a fake ID. And now you want to be mad and rush me to get a real one. Now, everybody want to know what's the number one reason that they got the real ID. The number one reason is the mark of the beast, what I've been telling y'all. They're roping you right on there. Come on. They got you a cashless, everything cashless. I went to the 50 Cent concert, and the whole event was cashless. I was the only one that had cash. They got all you suckers cashless. Because if you raking cards all the time, you a sucker. You a lame. You the one taking it, making it where they want me to rake them. Now I got to rake them because you started raking them. If you would have kept spending money, I could have kept spending money. Now, because there's so many suckers, they're like, we don't need you, Pharaoh. Everybody else is doing it. You ever heard of everybody else? Everybody else, everybody else, everybody else. Oh, I hear that so much. I'm getting tired of saying, fuck everybody else. Everybody can kiss my ass. I'm tired of saying that over and over. How many times do I got to say, fuck y'all? You know what I mean? What are we doing? How many times I got to tell you I don't give a fuck about what everybody's doing? Get the hell out of here. If I cared about what everybody was doing, I'd be LGBTQ and have me a boyfriend. I'm keeping it real. I'm still like pussy, original man. Ladies, if you're sick of all of the men chasing men, holler at you. I'll try to get a schedule and fit y'all in. So you can get some dick at least once a year. You know what I'm saying? I got 365 clients, and I'm 67, so I can't service nobody but once or two a day. I can't service y'all like I used to. Okay. YouTube don't like me being funny. They say I'm narcissist. It wouldn't be stressful. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be stressful. It's just something I can't do. So it wouldn't be stressful. Sex is never stressful. I just can't do that. Not like that. I can't do that. I ain't taking no, man, I'm not taking nothing. Okay, I'm not taking none of them pills. I'm not taking no Viagra and all that shit trying to do that. Like these other older dudes trying to take that shit, trying to do some shit they should have did back when I was doing what I was doing. I ain't been there and done that. I ain't tripping over sex like that no more. That's over with like that. It's cool, but come on, man, I'm 67. I done already fucked everybody. So, what the hell? Does it matter to me? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I've been around the world and I had a lot of babies. What I'm saying is I'm not interested like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested like that. I don't want to be bothered with no woman like that. She gotta bring something to the table besides sex. Sex don't get it for me. They ain't. If you in your 60s and you still tripping over sex like that, you mentally retarded. Something wrong with you. Like what's wrong with you? Something wrong with you. Gotta be something wrong with you. If you chasing it like that, something wrong with you. You slow, you mentally retarded. You didn't get to live your life when you should have. Now you trying to make up for what I guess. Man, first you gonna understand, I did 30 years in the penitentiary. Probably. Okay, I get it. You've been locked up. I get it. I ain't been locked up. I mean, that's something, what I mean? I never really played a lot, but, I be with one woman a long time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I be with one woman a long time. When you married and stuff like that, sex just automatic. You know what I'm saying? Either she feeling frisky or you feeling frisky. Mostly when you lay down. Basically you laying in the bed there with hardly no clothes on both of you, so it just pop off. It ain't nothing you gotta, if you got a girlfriend, yeah, but if you got a wife, y'all always get in the bed every night. So it don't gotta be no lot of effort like that. It's like just natural. It's just something you do like everything else you do as a couple. Basically. Unless one of y'all start getting old, like start getting menopause and start, getting at that age where she start trying to act like she's still 20 or some shit. You know what I mean? I be in relationships, so I don't separate them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what they want now, G. Right? That's the internet. So I don't be listening to the internet. The internet ain't real, G-Ra. So when you see them say stuff on the internet and TV, that's not real. That's not real. But most people, you don't know most people, Robert. You just know a few people. You don't know most people. I mean, people in America, 300 some million, you don't know most people, even in America. You don't even know a million people. So you don't know most people. So your statement is 100% incorrect. You just know a few people in your area. And depending on where you live at, people in your area might not be like people in other areas. Every state, every city, all different. So wherever you live at, you ain't in Chicago, so how can you say most people? You don't know nothing about people in Chicago. So I don't know what you're talking about. Sex is not a come and go thing. You must be single. When you marry, you're in a relationship with a wife and a husband. Sex is a natural thing you do, just like you watch TV together and everything else. So y'all talking about sex as far as you a single man, you got to go out there and meet a single woman, then you got to talk to her, and then y'all end up in the bed. But when you marry, y'all end up in the bed anyway. And when you marry, you in the bed, the whole relationship is foreplay. That's all you be doing is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 play. You be doing all kind of shit. So these people on the internet, I'm telling y'all, they just on the internet. They don't know what they talking about. Any real couple will tell you foreplay. You just naming some shit that people do naturally. People do that shit naturally. You just gave it a name. But people been sucking and fucking. Okay? Sucking is foreplay. Duh. Dudes been sucking titties. Stop. Y'all stop. Okay? Some make believe shit. The internet's cornball shit. It ain't real. It ain't real. It's like some make believe shit. Some bitch on the internet talking, I like a man to do this and that. She ain't even had a man. Girl, you 23. Shut the fuck up. What man you, girl, you ain't been married. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even been married. Like, what? I'm just saying, when you marry, you go to bed automatically. You don't have to talk her into the bed. You're not spending no time trying to talk her to get into the bed. You don't have to kiss on her to get her in the bed. She's already in the bed. And when you laying in the bed next to your man and your woman, you kissing on each other any damn way. It's the end of the night. It's the end of the day. You chilling. So you automatically get in a different mood. You automatically, when you go to work, she go to work, you come, you feed the kids and all that. When you go lay down, you automatically be like, you automatically change moods automatically. But these women watch these TV shows and these women give them fake information and then it ruins the relationship because they start thinking you're supposed to be doing a bunch of unnatural shit. Listening to some people that can't never stay married and really ain't been married because you ain't gonna see nobody been married no 20 or 30 years on the TV giving no advice. Everybody on TV giving advice is broke up. Everybody that's giving advice is broke up or weirdo Gay dude like Kevin Samuels, all weirdos. Here's a weirdo LGBTQ dude giving you advice about relationships. Some dude with a pedicure and his booty powdered and shit. He telling you about women and he a bitch. The fuck out of here. Relationships ain't about sex, none really. It's about taking care of these kids. If you really know where the real parents at and tell them what a relationship real about, taking care of these kids and paying these motherfucking bills. That's 98% of a relationship. Sex is 2%. Anybody tell you anything different is a fool. I'm telling you, most of your time is getting to work, getting the kids ready for work, and you don't even begin to have no relaxing, loving one-on-one relationship till they ass go to college. But where the real, you know what I'm saying? When you got babies, you don't get to do all that. I mean, you having sex, but I'm just saying you can't concentrate on it like that. You can't really concentrate on you and your husband until there's just you and your husband or you and your wife. Now, when it's you and your wife, now you can concentrate. But when you got children, y'all can't really concentrate on each other like that. You're not concentrating on your wife when you are raising children. It's like a package. It's a lot going on. It's a family package. It's not just you and her. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're a real king, you know your wife ain't no sex object. So sometimes you get with a woman, she want to be a sex object. But if you're a king, sometimes you and her ain't matched because, you know, my wife, my queen ain't no sex object. So sex is not a number one priority with my queen like that. She ain't no hoe. But we can talk about that one day. Let's get back to the subject with this real ID. Now, this real ID, it ain't nothing but a setup. They tested the waters. They said, we could do what we want to do. They're going to go for it. Because they just came and said, y'all got to get a new ID. And everybody like, okay, we in. Straight robots. You know what I'm saying? Straight robots. American people never should have let down. You've been married 23 years and you're not qualified to give advice. You're very much qualified to give advice because you know what it is. You're qualified to give advice. You wouldn't give advice, and neither would I, because we know that our advice won't work, Ivy. So you're qualified, but there's nobody you could give advice to. You can't give them advice because each person is unique. So every couple is a specific, unique couple. And what this couple got nothing to do with this couple and that couple. Each man in a relationship is a totally individual. Each woman in a relationship is a totally individual. So that means each relationship is a very unique individual relationship. You cannot use no cookie cutter for relationships. That's my advice. Do you. You and your woman figure it out. Because it's you and her and y'all two unique people. I cannot tell you based on my situation. Basically, because a relationship ain't a man and a woman. I keep telling them, Ivy. A real relationship is not a man and a woman. A real relationship is a man, a woman, and children. That is a relationship. Relation. What is relation? What is the root word? What is that? Relation. What's the root word of relation? Relative. Relatives. Relation. Relationship. Relatives is a relationship. You have a relationship with your son. You have a relationship with your daughter. You try to make relationships sexual. Relationships is not sexual. You have relationships at your job. The only reason that a relationship now is between two people because a lot of y'all gay. And two gay men ain't gonna have no children. So that they selfish, two gay women ain't gonna have no children unless you go to Frankenstein and let them make you some. So that's why listening to single people, you know, married people, you should not be listening to nobody. Because anybody that's married is not going to be on there giving you no advice. And them people giving you advice, Ayanna fixed my life. Y'all think that hoe was a loser. She couldn't even, she was crazy her motherfucking self. Oh, that Oprah. Look at Oprah. Oprah ain't got no babies and 20 dogs. Who the fuck gonna listen to that bitch? What Oprah can tell me? Ain't never had a baby in her life. How she gonna speak for real people? He was just speaking for himself. He don't know what he talking about. I know white boys that get married. If white men get married for business, why they be shooting their wife when she cheat on? He was just talking. And no white man can speak for white people, and no black man can speak for black people. Everybody's an individual. So he talking crazy. The white boys be falling in love and getting married. White men be falling in love and getting married. Because if white people marry for business, why so many white people in trailer parks married? Why are there so many poor married white people? These motherfuckers be talking shit. That's what you should have asked him, Robert. Say, well, why are so many poor white people in Florida, Tennessee, and Kentucky that's married? Okay? I can't stand Oprah. People be just saying anything, Robert. White people, we marry for money, try to make it sound like they just about the dollar. Why they downtown said hungry as fuck with a sign bag in downtown Chicago. I would took him downtown, like that white boy right down the corner begging for money. To be on shut the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Unbelievable. He can say that, but if I say all white people is racist, he's like, man, you can't categorize us. See, but he can categorize and say all white people get married for money. If I say all white people suck and they racist, which is not true, I'm just using it for example, he'll say I can't say all white people nothing. But then he turn around saying all white people get married for money. I'm like, what about okay, so two gay men are married for money. I guess it because white men get married to each other. But whatever. What whatever. Because I thought a lot of white people was gay now. I don't know. See YouTube if you watch it. It's them. It's the chat. I keep telling y'all. It's the chat getting me in trouble. But with this no ID, this real ID, I was offended. When they said I got to get the real ID, I went in my wallet, I took my license out, and I was like, so this is some bullshit? Like, well, what kind of ID is this one? That's my question for the United States government. The ID I got now, what is that? It's the fake one? Because you got real and fake. They're like, this is the real ID. I'm like, what? So they want everybody to get the real ID. Oh, wow. Right? They want everybody to get the real ID. Let's see what's up with the real ID. What's up with the real ID? Because I don't know. Okay, let's see. Okay. Government and industry partners promote the Be Your Real ID Self public awareness campaign as a part of an integrated effort to improve the security of our homeland. Achieving real ID readiness is a collective effort between government, states, and local governments, as well as industry partners. Partners are crucial in driving awareness, education, and adoption of real ID by their customers and constituents. Blah, blah, blah. I ain't reading all that. So the real ID is basically the mark of the beast. Like I told you. They ain't gonna tell you what it is. This is the mark of the beast. The real ID is the beginning of the cashless society that I've been telling y'all that they're gonna put you on. You are going into a cashless society, and if you don't have a microchip, you will not be allowed to buy nor sell. Okay? You will not be able to buy or sell without the mark of the beast. Okay? This is why, hold on. They've been putting you on the mark of the beast slowly. Okay? Remember this? Remember how you used to rake your card? And now your card is microchipped. Your card is chipped. Are any of y'all like me and you were still raking it and then they say, oh, stick it in? I'm like, oh, shit. Any of y'all like me when they first put the chip in my cards and I was still raking them? And it took me a while to realize I got to stick it in so it could read the mark of the beast, because this is the mark of the beast. This is the mark of the beast. This could go on your hand, on your forehead. This is the mark of the beast. You were forbidden to put this on your body. Okay? You were forbidden to put this on your body. Long as it's on the card, it's all right, but you're going down the path of the mark of the beast and the cashless society. So, what is the real ID? It's the mark of the beast. Real ID, compliant driver's license, and IDs are electronically different from standard IDs because they incorporate enhanced security features and standardized information, including a microchip and RFID chip. It's microchipped. And it's not just any old microchip. It's a microchip where they could go on the satellite and see where everybody's at. If you got the real ID, they're going to see you. They'll be able to go right to your number. Here it is right here. Because it's a piece of metal. And they can find it. They can track you. That's why it's the real IDs, because they really know where you at when you got that motherfucker. You understand? So right now they said, well, you don't got to get it, Pharaoh. You just can't go nowhere. You just cannot get on our plane, basically. So what they're doing is they're using privileges to get the suckers first. I'm a big-time executive. I got to get my real ID. Those are the first people they're going to get in it. And then they're going to use you, money getter, executive sellout. They're going to use y'all to police the rest of us because misery loves company. So when all the suckers get it, and then you homeless because you're going to get it, they're like, well, you should have got it. You should have got it. This is how they work. They're going to give it to the people that chasing dollars. Them the first sellouts. They'll do anything for $1. So in order to keep their dollar and keep their prestige in the Babylon system, they're going to roll over. They're going to all roll over. Everything about you is going to be on that chip. Your medical history, they're going to be able to know who your family is. They're going to be able to know everywhere you went. They're going to know your social, they're going to know everything. You see now how they making people, you see what they telling you now. They say, well, don't go traveling with your phone because they taking your phone and they taking all the information out your phone so they can watch you. Did y'all know that? Experts are saying buy another phone that ain't got nothing in it, none of your family pictures. They downloading all your family pictures. They downloading everything off your phone when you travel. They cleaning that phone out. They looking at everything on your phone. Everything. On your phone. You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere because they don't want you to run. They don't want you to be able to run when they try to lock in the world to the mark of the beast. They don't want you to be able to fly and go somewhere where you don't have to. They don't want to lose their citizens. So you need to get a phone that you don't use for nothing, and when you travel, give them that phone. Because they taking phones and they emptying them out. Okay? How they able to do that, Robert? Because, Robert, everybody done sold out. You don't got no rights. They do what they want to do. Think about it, Robert. That's a great question. Robert said, how are they able to do that? How are they able to make you have to get a special ID to fly? How are they able to do that? How are they able to make you where you can't use cash nowhere? And nobody say, y'all need to have a cash in here. We don't want to. What if I don't want to use my cards and stuff? I'm not coming. I'm not going to see the Bears. I'm not going to see the Bulls. No, everybody just go. When I went to 50 Cent, everybody was just tapping cards. There was no cash in the whole building. Nobody cared. Their vibe would have been like, man, you got to catch up with the times and take your ass home. So once they get the sellouts, once they get the ones that's going to bow down to the system, then those are the ones that police the rest of us because misery loves company. Right. After all those people got COVID, they wanted to make everybody get it. Once they force you to go do that, it's a wrap. You ain't got no rights no more. They made you stand outside stores. They made you social distancing, all of that. Mike, that's going to happen. Tread on them. You're going to wake up and they're going to be like, turn your cash in by this date or it's worthless. Turn your cash in or it's worthless. They had COVID. They said you can't fly unless you get the shot. You can't come to the Bulls game. You can't go to nothing. People like me, I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't do nothing. Is there any way you can escape it? Hey, Robert, see what I'm saying? As of the 7th, no. Because you can't leave unless you got it. Hey, Robert, just think about that. Just think about that. All of us that don't have it, we can't go nowhere. And if you got it and they scan it for you to get on the plane, they know where you went. They know where you at. Think about it, Robert. As of the 7th, everybody that got it will be tracked. Remember, I told you this first. And after the 7th, after they made all them people get it, them people going to agree to make us get it. Yes. All the people that go get it, they're going to say, everybody need to get it. I had to get it. So now you a woman, you ain't got it. Boom, some of your friends finna go to the Bahamas. They got it. What you gonna do? You gonna go get it, or you ain't gonna go to the Bahamas? You ain't gonna be able to go. You ain't gonna be able to go. Yeah, they panicking to get it because a lot of them panicking because they gotta go on planes. Like people gotta be on planes. Like people taking planes like buses. People gotta get on them planes. They forcing them. Not only are they forcing you to bring in the mark of the beast, America is going to pay off, going to take a lot of money and send it to China because America's in debt to China. Somebody do the math for me right now. It's 341, 559,703 Americans times $30. I did it, but my calculator gave me some weird number, say i.e. 1 point something. I think it's 1 trillion. I think it's 1 trillion. 341,549,703 times $30. How much money they finna make? You are gonna need an ID to travel from state to state. They closed all the toll roads, but they're gonna build checkpoints. There's gonna be checkpoints. You ain't gonna be able to just drive to the next state. You're gonna have to go through a checkpoint. You're gonna have to go through a checkpoint, G-Rock. They own it. Listen, y'all have been watching me. How long I've been telling y'all about the mark of the beast? I've been telling y'all and telling y'all and telling y'all. The mark of the beast is going to be forced on you, and it's here. It's right here. You are in it. You are in the book of Revelations right now. Out of all these years, when John prophesied that, John was like right after Christ. So that's like in between BC and AD. So from AD, the beginning of AD, we've been told it's going to happen, which is basically 2,025 years. You ever ask yourself, it's 2025, right? Why? Why did they start counting over? If the earth been here thousands of years, millions of years, and Moses all them thousands of years, why did they? What made them saying, okay, 1, 2? What made them start counting over? What they counting down? Because in terms of the earth, this ain't 2025. In terms of America, it ain't 2025. America ain't 2,000 years old. America's just a little over 200 years old. At what point are they going to hunt us? They ain't got to hunt you like animals. They just let you starve. What they got to hunt you for? They just let you starve. They ain't going to chase you. You either eat or you die. What do they care? They going to all be in their condoms and in their nice houses and stuff with gates, and you going to, okay? They're going to say, like they doing now, no homeless people here, no homeless people there, no homeless people. So now the homeless people got to go try to find somewhere to be homeless. You're going to have to be in holes and rocks and caves, and then all of the land is private property. So you can't go to no forest reserve or nothing and live there because that's all being patrolled. And the only areas not patrolled is the areas that got monsters and stuff in there where the park district and the forest reserve say do not enter. If you go in there, you're going to be lynched probably. Who knows what's in that part of the forest reserve? That's why they tell you don't go over that part. Don't go in there. All across this world, they got places where they say that's forbidden. Don't go in there. It says do not enter. Now go in there. You're probably never going to be seen again. Because them things live in there. And there's a lot of things on this planet living up in them areas. If you look at the earth and really pay attention where people mostly go, you're going to see a lot of areas where people don't go. It's going to be against the law to be homeless, so you're going to have to sleep down in a sewer or somewhere. And if they catch you, they're going to put you in concentration camps. You understand? They're going to put you in concentration camps. You understand? Now we got some brother over here, he want to start, Mike Taylor. He want to start some silly argument. He believed that Africa going to be free and Africa not free now. Africa's already on the mark of the beast. The Chinese run Africa. The Chinese run all West Africa. The Europeans and Chinese run Africa. He think he getting away because he going to Africa. And he going to have to use the mark of the beast to get to Africa. And when he get to Africa, right, he going to be under white people rule in Africa. Because Africans don't run Africa. Africa ain't got no guns. You understand? Because they're going to have the same shit in Africa. He just trying on some FBA hate shit. He ain't even thinking he'll be on some childish shit. Like, Mike, I'm going to tell you one time, like, don't come over here with the FBA hating shit. You don't see me talking about that. Now, if you feminine and you like to argue, go find somebody that do that feminine shit like that, okay? But you bogus for bringing some argument to me that I ain't even in, bro. You bogus. You ain't no good brother. I don't know why they would want you in Africa with your behavior. Your behavior ain't befitting of no king. If you was around me, you said like that, the shit would go sideways. Well, keep it to yourself. Don't come over here antagonizing me, bro. Because if you was in Chicago playing me like that, I'd do you dirty. You know that, right? You would never get off the block. So all I'm saying, bro, is keep that shit to yourself. Find somebody that want to do that ignorant shit. Because you's a dumb nigga with a slave name, and you can't help Africa. You going to be in their motherfucking way because you's a pussy. You ain't going to bust no guns, nigga. And what good you going to do for Africa? Don't know Africa want no hoe-ass nigga that's running like a bitch. So don't come over here talking about you going to run because you're a pussy. That's why you going to run. So run your pussy ass to Africa. Bitch. Yeah, you going to run to Africa because you's a pussy. But Africa don't need no pussy niggas. If you ain't going to stand up here, bitch, you ain't going to stand up in Africa. You going to run when it get hot over there. Little bitch. Okay? Harriet Tubman, the fuck Harriet Tubman got to do with your bitch ass? You one of the niggas with a toe. And another thing, bye, nigga. Why you not gone already? Tickets to Africa leave every day. How long you gonna stay here talking about you going to Africa? You can leave tomorrow. All right? So, bye. I just want you to get an A for that before I block you. I don't fuck with niggas like you. Bro, I'll the shit out you in real life playing with me like that. I'll come over here with some weird ass FBA stupid shit. Bro, nobody want to hear that shit. You was a pussy. You ain't going nowhere. That nigga not going to Africa. Africa don't want no bitch niggas running over there. Nigga, take your panties off. Bitch nigga ain't going no Africa. I'm running to Africa. Bitch, bye. We don't want you over here anyway. No coward ass nigga like that. Nobody want no bitch nigga over there. You come talking to the crazy nigga, you're going to be running. It ain't going to be to Africa, but you're going to be running. Nigga, stop. That nigga, I don't know where that nigga going to go. But I'm going to tell y'all like this. The mark of the beast ain't local. The cashless society not local. Africa's already switching over to the cashless society. You don't know it. Africans is over there cashless already. So you be talking to brothers, they don't be studying instead of coming over here and just asking me. He could have said, well, what is it? How is this in Africa? Like they switching over too. Africa been switching over. But brothers don't be wanting to learn. You know what I mean? Africa been switching over. He told me he going to run to Africa. Africa been switching over to the cashless society. This is global. This is global. Why you think you needed to get on a plane? Planes are global. You think America the only one going to be doing that? All the Africans that's doing international business, are they going to be able to come here eventually without that? No. Right now, you can use, that's why they say you can use your passport. You know why they saying that you can use your passport? Because they ain't ready yet. But I want to ask y'all a simple, serious question. If they changing your ID, what are they going to do about your passports? They're going to change all that. This is global. What he don't understand is the cashless society don't even come from here. That's coming out of Europe. Africa's already on CBDC. Brothers be slow. You know what I'm saying? Brothers be slow. There is no running. There is no running. Okay? There ain't no running from what's coming down the pipeline. There ain't no running. This is global, okay? Don't let nobody fool you. It's not no running. There's nowhere to run. As they go into a more technological society, Africa will be a slave camp. He's running to hell. So does he know? Africa is not the place you want to be. But that could be a whole nother video. Africa is not where you want to be. In a society that's going to increase in technology and that gets all the resources to increase their system from Africa, what y'all think the future of Africa finna be? They need that shit in Africa, and they coming for it. And the Africans ain't got the technology to fight their technology. So Africa is not the place to be, right? You know, but let them find out the hard way. But if you try to run Africa, you crazy. Unless you're just gonna go live in the bush. But you're gonna have to find a place in the bush that ain't got no uranium, ain't got no cobalt, ain't got no coltan, ain't got no gold. Because all that they plan to dig the whole Africa up. Africa gonna be just mining. There ain't gonna be no. The only places gonna be to live in Africa is the places for the businesses that's taking the natural resources. They the only ones gonna be able to live over there. If you study the world and know where the world is going. No, Elon ain't got nothing to do with it. What they don't understand, Sage, people don't believe in good and evil. And good and evil don't do territory. Evil don't do territory. Evil do world global domination. The fact that Elon from South Africa show you Africa was already fucked up. His daddy was already there pimping the Africans. When he was a baby, he don't got nothing to do with it. Think about it. What Elon got to do with what's going on? The only way they're going to be able to fuel this evil technology, like Ross Chris is saying, is the exploitation of Africa. And they're going to go to war over Africa. And if you black in Africa, you're going to have to pick who you're going to fight with. You're going to fight with the whites, or you're going to fight with the Chinese, or you're going to die. That's where Africa is headed. A lot of my videos about Africa got flagged because the powers that be they say you talking too much, bro. Flag it. I said, what? Y'all ain't knows I stopped talking about Africa that much because YouTube don't like that shit. They be taking them down. They be giving me strikes for African videos. I don't know if y'all been paying attention. They give me strikes for that shit. So when you see this fool say he gonna get on the white man plane and run to Africa, I just tell you right there. He said he gonna run to Africa. His is a brother. He might not be no black American though. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's saying FBA. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been so much back and forth. And people saying all kind of negative shit about the African brothers and shit. So he might be, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know why he watching me though. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like a certain people, why would you follow them and watch them? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of Pan-Africans, you know, it's fake. You know what I mean? I seen Susan Seti talking about Pan-Africans versus FBA, but Seti ain't never went to Africa to live yet. But it's cool. But I'm just saying, how much Pan-African is you? How long you gonna be Pan-African before you go your ass to Africa? That's phony. All that Pan-African shit. All the Pan-Africans should be in Africa. How you Pan-African, but you won't pan your ass to Africa? That's all phony shit. Dr. Umar talked that Pan-African shit and stay in the United States pimping people out their money. He won't never take his black ass to Africa and go sit down. You know why? Because he know Africa ain't got their shit together like that. Because Africa is up under this situation. And this microchip is going to be in everybody's ID so they can see where everybody is going. This is global. That's why they say, we ain't worried about your license. But if you want to get on the plane and be global, you got to get the real ID. Will the cobalt deposit ever run out in the Congo? Who knows? Because they only digging up, you know how big the Congo is? They ain't digging up the whole Congo. They ain't digging up Ethiopia. They ain't digging up Africa yet. They ain't digging up all of Africa yet. They got planes now that they flying over Africa, and they can see all where your natural resources at through scanners. And then they go back and plan for years how to get it. They'll go and send some more white people say, oh, elephants be here. Let's make it an elephant sanctuary. And they'll make it a sanctuary. Next thing you know, they'll be off in the middle of that sanctuary digging your shit up. The whole Africa got more stuff than anybody know they got. Don't nobody know what's under that ground in Africa. But they need the whole continent. Where you think they're getting all the uranium from? All they natural resources. All that stuff they use to build spaceships. What's it called? Idiom. All that shit is in Africa. That precious metal in Haiti. It's only in Haiti and Africa. But my point I'm trying to make, tread on me, is that the devil's on a global move. So when people start talking about this place, that place, and this place, they really just don't get it. This is global. The mark of the beast is not local. The man that wrote about the mark of the beast was in the Middle East, was in Israel, over in that on the island right off of Patmos, the island off of Greece. John wrote the Bible. He was of an island off of Greece. So what make you think that got to do with just America? That's world prophecies. It say all, rich or poor, great or whatever, will have to take the mark of the beast. It didn't say Americans. It didn't say FBA. It didn't say Africans. It didn't say whites. It didn't say blacks. It said all, both great and small, will have to take the mark of the beast to buy or sell. That's what it say. All. The mark of the beast is a symbol of allegiance to the Antichrist, a figure of evil, and is described as a mark on the forehead or right hand without which no one can buy or sell. Biblical context. The concept of the mark of the beast appears in the book of Revelation, specifically in chapter 13, verses 16 through 18. Symbol of allegiance. The mark represents a person's commitment and worship to the Antichrist rather than God. Economic control. During the tribulation, those who do not have the mark will be unable to participate in the economic system, unable to buy or sell. The number of the beast. The number associated with the mark of the beast is 666, often interpreted as a sign of evil or rebellion against God. And you will have to get a way to buy or sell. It's right in front of your face, but you act like you don't see it. You act like you don't see it. But it's already in Whole Foods. Palm reader. You already got to use credit and debit for everything. You come back, go teach on your own page, okay? Yeah, you go teach on your own page. I keep warning you, Cloud. Next time I'm going to get rid of you, okay? Next time I'm going to get rid of you, bro. I ain't going to keep warning you. Don't teach over here. Your name Cloud. So float on you a cloud. Why don't you float somewhere? Go rain or something, nigga. Go rain, bro. Go do what Cloud's supposed to do. Get the fuck off my line. Good to see you, Kathy. And so it's global. When an airline go cashless, you think they're just going to be cashless in one place? You think over here, all of the Africans and all the people from all the world that live over here ain't got to get this shit to fly back home? They're going to have to get that to fly back. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to get that to shop. Yeah, it ties in with crypto. Because crypto is the mark of the beast. That's why I kept telling you I didn't like crypto. Crypto is the mark of the beast. It's the cashless society. And once you go cashless, you in the mark of the beast. Any cashless transaction is the devil. If I go to the store right now and I buy something and I pay $100 and leave, who know I was paid $100? Nobody. If I go to the store and I buy $100 worth of stuff and I use my debit card, who know? Everybody. It's just that simple. When you spend cash, nobody know what you spent, when you spent, or who spent it. They don't know who spent $100 cash, but they know who used that debit card. They know who used that credit card. So show me how you ain't selling your whole soul to the system. And you ain't letting them know every goddamn thing you doing, and everywhere you went. They can go and say, you went to this store here, you went to that store there, you went here, there, you went there, there. What's your name? Blanket. I don't be answering stupid questions, bro. Maybe you can find somebody. I don't got time, bro. Stop asking me stupid shit. I don't care. It don't matter what they say. G-Rock. This is what people don't understand. G-Rock, people don't understand. Don't matter what they say. That don't matter. It's an individual thing. The group thought is what's going to sing. A lot of y'all going to be in concentration camps. This is not a day thing. This is an individual thing. What about drug money transactions? Because this is why they want to get rid of drugs. The war on drugs was a war on cash. The war on cash started with the war against the mob. They didn't care nothing about the mob. They've been warned to get rid of cash that they don't know about. They locked Al Capone up for what? Tax evasion, for having money that they don't know about. And the only reason they've been wanting to be put the mark of the beast in, they did not have the technology. That's the only thing slowing it up. They did not have the technology. They cannot have a global technology without Elon Musk putting Starlink up there so they could see the whole world. Because Elon Musk is a Satanist, the devil, him and Trump. I thought Trump could have not been, but now I'm looking at him. He's on the side of the Antichrist. He ain't no savior. The flaw with Trump is he's greedy. He'll sell his soul for a nickel. So that's what make him not be able. He'll never stand up for America because he's too greedy. He'll sell anybody for $1. Anytime you see somebody that's selling visas for 500 million or some shit like that, 5 million or something, and he got his face on it, you know he's a demon. You know what I'm saying? You know he's a demon. I'm just here to tell people what I know. I'm not here worrying about who believe it and who don't. The ones that believe it, you'll be able to watch it, and we'll have to figure out what we're going to do. It's not going to be a good situation. It's going to be a very bad situation. Lots of homelessness, lots of people put in encampments. It's not going to be good. It's going to be bad. I ain't going to lie to you. Only the fittest of the fittest shall survive. But it's not going to be good. And I've been studying this since like 1979, 80. But I never really could push it because I was panicking it until I realized it was based on the technology. So around, because that's one of the reasons I left LA, because 1984 was coming, and I had read 1984, and they was moving in that direction. They've been moving in this direction for a long time, but it took me a while to realize they didn't have the capabilities to do what they really wanted to do. So then I didn't panic anymore. But now they definitely getting there. They there. They there. The cashless society is here now for sure. They have the capabilities to do it now. They got Google Maps. They got all this stuff. They got the technology to do it now. Like I said, people waving their palm. People are getting. People already got microchips in their hand, opening their doors and stuff to their homes and opening their cars. Y'all just don't know about it. But people already got implants in their hand that they use to open their doors. They got businesses that all employees got it. Go search it. It's on YouTube. The whole business, everybody got it. And they've been had it. That's been about 12 years ago, I think. But they've been on this. People is getting the implants. They'll go to the machine right there. And they shoot it right under your skin. Yeah, in Switzerland, they doing it all over Switzerland. All over Switzerland, they doing it. Germany, England, France, America. A lot of these rich people, they got it. I'm going to give you some game. Look, when they start pushing the mark of the beast, I was just a little over 20. And so they saying that first, in order to get us on it, they're going to give everybody a card. Everybody going to have a credit card. So I'm thinking, how they going to do that when everybody got bad credit, right? So this is way back in 1978. I'm saying they ain't going to be able to do that. Everybody got bad credit. Because they was like, they're going to get you on the card first, and then they're going to go from the card to the microchip. And all of a sudden one day, I heard about this thing called a debit card. I'm like, damn. Because they was saying they're going to take away debits from you. This is before the debit card was out. They was already teaching that under the mark of the beast, you would gain debits and lose debits. And now we got a debit card, which means once you get on this grid with this cash society, anything you do, they could tax you. They could take away debits for your behavior. They're doing it in China already. In China, with your behavior, they take away your debits. If they take away so many debits, they put you in another class system. They got a class system in China. And if you're in a high class system and you do too much wrong, they put you in the medium. If you keep doing wrong, they put you in a low class. Whatever class you're in, that's how much you're allowed to do. Here they call it credit system. And so, and your credit score is going to be based on your class. If you ain't in a certain class, how you going to have good credit? So they got it here. They just disguising it. So you're going to have good credit based on your class system. If you're struggling, you ain't going to have good credit. So it's a lot of things you can't do. You want to get this car now, you ain't got enough. Your credit ain't no good. Or if you let us cheat you, you might could get it. But you can't get it on your own. You can't get what this person with good credit can get. Oh, no, you can't move in this apartment. Here in Chicago, some of these apartments, right? If there's an apartment, right? If your rent is $1,500, right? You have to make 3 times that amount to get that apartment. If you can't show them where you make $4,500, you can't get a $1,500 apartment. You can't make 3,000. You can't make double. You got to make triple what your rent gonna be. Ask somebody to live in Lake Meadows or somewhere. Ask them. Ask them. Ask somebody in Chicago that live in Lake Meadows or down there close to downtown in some of them apartment buildings. Ask them. You got to have you got to be making 3 times the rent to get the apartment. So we already got a class system. Oh, yeah, LA, for sure. For sure. No criminal records. Criminal records, you can't even drive Uber. And it could be a criminal record for 5 years ago. It got to be so long, like 20 years or something, for they erase it. You got to go do stuff where they can't see it. Other than that, any mistakes, you sentenced to a life of poverty. That's why you see so many young black men and Hispanic. That's why you see them doing crime all the time. It ain't nothing else they can do but crime. They can't get no job. Heck yeah, Goshen, I'm telling them. And once you do crime, you got to keep doing crime. Nobody gonna hire you. Nobody will hire you. You can do your time and get out, and they still hold it against you. Basically, you make a mistake against you, unless you're a white man like Trump. If you're a white man like Trump, you can get in a whole lot of trouble. You can become president. You can lock up the people that was obeying the law trying to prosecute you and get all your crimes thrown out. If you're Trump. If you're Trump, you can get away with your crimes, and then you can go persecute other people. Yeah, he got a gun charge from 15 years ago, and they still holding him against him. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I got gun charges still on my record. I can't do certain things, but I'm independent, so it didn't really affect me that much. I don't want no job. I ain't had no job. I don't know how long. But it didn't affect me driving Uber. I like driving Uber because it was like I was independent. I didn't have to check in. I come to work whenever I get ready. So I was an independent contractor. I like that. But they kept closing. Uber drivers will tell you they'll close everybody down. They'll close you down and do a background check. And you got to wait all day. So they say, okay, you cleared. Everybody. If anybody drive Uber, tell them. They just be checking everybody anyway. And you can't work until they finish checking. And they take forever to check. It's like, why don't y'all hurry up and check then? They're like, okay, you cleared, but you done lost money. Babylon. I'm like, how y'all checking me for crimes when y'all charging all these people for a ride and cheating the drivers that's actually doing the work, and y'all stacking all the money on top? Bunch of criminals, Uber and Lyft, crooks. You take somebody on a ride and they make all the money, but you doing all the work. They charge these people all this money for a ride. You don't get hardly none of it. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So that's where they're going with it. You know what I'm saying? They're going for the microchip. It's coming. It's coming really fast. It's coming. It's coming really fast. It's coming really fast. A cashless society. It's coming. You ain't gonna even be able to have a job. You ain't gonna be able to drive Uber. Uber's over with. I just left Arizona. Uber's over with. The car's gonna be driving themselves. Check it out. cars gonna be driving themselves. People getting in the Waymo car out there in Arizona, they're everywhere, not realizing that they're about to fire how many people in Arizona? All the drivers fired. Cab drivers fired. Cab company gonna buy Waymos. Everybody Uber gonna use the Waymos. Lyft gonna use the Waymos. Gonna be no drivers. All those jobs gonna be gone. They'll be gone. Not only that, not only is it gonna drive, they're gonna have a robot to bring the food to you. Not only is the car gonna drive up to your door, a robot gonna deliver it to the door. The robot just gonna be sitting in the driver's, in the passenger seat in the back. When they get there, door gonna open it automatically. He gonna get out automatically. The door gonna close when he get out and lock. He gonna bring the food. When he turn back and get to the door gonna automatically open. He gonna get in, the door gonna automatically close. All of each order gonna have like a tag on it where he can scan it, so he gonna know who food is who. And he'll be able to go out with 10, 20 orders and drop them off real quick. In some cases, they got drones bringing the food. Y'all seen that? Some cases, they got drones bringing food that fly and drones that roll. It roll right up to your crib with your food. Facts. You ain't gonna have no job or none of that. That's over with. They trying to figure out how to have population control. They got one side pretending they pro-LGBTQ and the other side pretending against it, but they for that. Both the Republicans and the Democrats are for LGBTQ 100%. The only difference between the Democrats and the Republicans is the Democrats want to control, don't want no control, want it to be everywhere, and the Republicans want to control where it's at. That's the only difference. The Republicans is fine with abortions. They just don't want it in the white areas. It could be in the Black and Hispanic and Asian areas. The Republicans is fine with LGBTQ. They just don't want it in the white areas. It could be in the Black, Asian, and Hispanic area. They're not against it. They just against where it's at. That's why they keep saying states' rights. They want one state to not have it and your state to have it. Whatever they feel is bad for their people, they want that in your state. They don't want it. So that's why Trump's saying he's giving the states their rights back. That way they can have two different rules. One rules where it's a bunch of whites, and different rules is where it's blacks. Once they get it in the state, then the state will make it local. The state will be like, okay, this is going to go by precinct. So all the abortion clinics will just be in the black areas. Won't be no abortion clinics in the white areas. That's what they own. That's the difference between what they pushing at the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. The Republican Party is not against abortion. They just want to be able to control who get the abortion. They for abortion, but not for their race. For your race, though, they with it. They all for it, for sure. Get rid of some of y'all. So you see why they ain't never gonna monetize me, because they want you to watch dumb shit. They don't want you to learn what's really going down. And the only thing you got on your side is Mother Nature. That's the only thing you got on your side. The only thing you got on your side is Mother Nature. Mother Nature's the only thing fighting for us. That's it. For many of us that got children, it's sad to see our children caught up in this new social media era. They ruining our children. Our children ain't 1/3 of what their grandparents was or what we are. They totally confusing our babies. Totally. They got young black people. All you thinking about is the violence. You ain't talking about none of the other stuff. It's a whole bunch of stuff they doing that's not got nothing to do with violence. Like not having no children. They teaching the young black youth don't have no babies. They don't want no children. They teaching that. They know that if they can get you to focus on your career till you get a certain age, you'll be impotent. You'll be sterile. So they trying to show you they trying to make the economy so hard that you don't want to have babies till you get straight, but then you ain't gonna never get straight. And when you look up, you're gonna be 40 years with no children. I hear people all the time talking about, yeah, brother, I can't afford no babies. Going for the okie doke. You let these people stop you from having babies. Really? What kind of black man don't think he can have no babies and still make it, but a sellout? Bro, I can't have no babies. I can't do nothing economically if I have no babies. He control me. He control me, bro. I can't have no babies. You know what I'm saying? It's not the career, it's the fighting. Who's told you that? You don't know what you're talking about, guys. You don't know what you're talking about. Who told you that? You know I know where you got that from, right? See what I'm saying? See this, brother? This is part of the propaganda they be pushing. And what happens, they all repeat it, and they think somebody like me don't know that it's a coincidence that all y'all saying this. What's the coincidence? Why is it that so many of y'all is saying the same line? It's impossible unless it's fed to you. They fed that to them. They fed that to them. Because all couples argue. All couples, all couples have disagreements. So if you waiting to find a relationship with no disagreements for you to have a baby, that makes sense, y'all? Let me ask you something. So your brother and sister, when you growing up, y'all didn't have no disagreements. Your brother that you love and your sister, y'all just was lovey-dovey every day. Y'all didn't have no disagreements. Your mama didn't disagree with you sometimes, so she shouldn't have had you. Cause I ain't had no son. Cause sometimes I disagree with him, and sometimes he be bad, so she shouldn't have one. Does that make some sense? So he basically saying he shouldn't have been born if his parents don't get along. He basically saying we don't get along, so we willing to go extinct. Basically what he said. He's basically saying we ready to go extinct. We don't even want to be here. Because I don't know what he thinks is the results of what he's saying. He's saying we don't have no black people. You pushing the extinction of black people, whether you like it or not. You pushing something that you could have been the result of. You just don't know what you're pushing. You pushing the extinction of your race. That's what you pushing. You don't got no babies, you can't be here. You pushing no babies. You pushing extinction. You represent the devil. You don't represent righteousness. You represent the extinction of your people. You saying your people should not reproduce because everything not perfect. Although your great grandparents had you through slavery, had you through a much worse time than what you living in. You can't have no babies under these times. The sweetest things is not comparatively. But your great great grandmother and great great granddaddy went through Jim Crow and all type of stuff, and they still had babies. So you saying if you was back then, you wouldn't have had no babies. Your family would be dead already. Because what you complaining about ain't shit compared to what they went through. Slaves had babies. You saying you shouldn't have been born. There ain't no end in the things if you got babies. They still here. How old are you? Anyway, bro, do me a favor. Don't come over here with that philosophy. Let me tell you something, Wiz. Don't come over here with no anti-having children philosophy. I'm going to get you out of here. If you want to push that bullshit, go push it to the losers that want to hear that shit. Nobody want to hear that shit what you pushing, bro. You sound weak. I got respect for you, Wise, but you sound weak. You sound weak. Oh, gee, the white man system got messed up. These girls ain't nothing and all that, bro. That shit sound weak. I can't, I ain't no king, OG. I can't do nothing, you know. I can't find no girl, have no decent relationship. They all fucked up, which is a lie. This man trying to say every woman. Just listen to his conversation. He said the woman gonna break, like he's speaking for every woman. He said every woman he meet gonna mess the relationship up. He don't even know how stupid that shit sound. He, from the few people, he a baby. So he ain't met no women, right? How many girls he know? 10? So out of the few relationships he know, he done made a conclusion about all the people in America that it ain't no woman, that every woman gonna mess the relationship up. Stereotyping. But then when the white man say all the people look like him ain't no good, he'll be mad. If they said all the black dudes like Wise is criminals, he'll say that's not cool. But he turned around and say all the black women are ruining the relationship. Stereotype his own people. And he ain't met none but two motherfuckers. He ain't mad. He don't even know no women. He said, you don't see everybody looking alike? You want me to answer that? Let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question. Do I see everybody? You said, so I don't see everybody look alike. Do I even see everybody? Let me see. Do I see everybody? Yes or no? Do I see everybody in Chicago? Do I see them? Do I see everybody in Chicago? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do I see everybody in Chicago? Yes or no, Wiz? I don't even see everybody. So how I know what they look like? So everybody's just outside walking around, and I go outside and I can just see everybody, huh? He young, y'all. Give him a break. He young. You can tell by what he's saying. When you start seeing everybody, you start seeing, you know they babies. Motherfucker know 12 people. You don't see everybody. It's like, nah, bro. Everybody's not on social media. Like, where I'm gonna see everybody at? Them women on social media don't represent everybody. And they ain't even the same. And everybody ain't even got their real picture. I don't think he got his real picture. He young though. Give him a break. You know that's baby talk. He young. Nah, he young. The young generation, he's just proving my point. The system had brainwashed him. They got that out there for him. See, in their community, there's a lot of people that's not black. They get these black pictures and stuff and go and put a propaganda in our community. And these people don't even be black. But this is a mentality that you see failure before you even try. So anytime you predict failure, you ain't going nowhere in life. So he can't be, he's right. He cannot be in a good relationship, because he already predict failure. So he's not gonna be no king. The woman gonna leave. He ain't gonna like her. He gonna want to dump her. Because he don't got the leadership of a king to get a queen and to guide her and to put up with her as he train and mold himself to be a couple. Because couples are molded. Two people get together and they mold each other. And it takes until you in your 30s and 40s before you got a smooth relationship like that. There's no such thing as no smooth relationship. Why would we be mad at the Asian lady when you let your wife go get the shit? How you gonna be mad at the Asian lady when you can't control your woman, I can? So you saying that we should be mad at the Asian woman, but not your woman for going and giving the Asian lady her buying her hair? No, I'm not mad at the Asian lady. I'm not mad at nobody. I don't think Muslim brothers can help because they cut their hair off, so they don't represent natural hair. They represent following Arabs and Asians, because Islam is not a black culture as it is today. Islam is a foreign culture that black men are practicing. You really want to go there? Islam is a foreign culture. Islam is not a black culture. Islam is not about black hair. Elijah Muhammad used to disrespect black hair because he was following a foreign culture. You understand? Okay, I'm going by your name. You understand what I'm saying? So the black man, the only way he can get his woman to have natural hair, he got to have natural hair. Now, a black man that don't like his woman with natural hair, but always got a European razor to his head, that's a whole nother thing. Because the way I was raised, is that Bruce Scissors and comb, that's the white man shit. That razor and shit, that's not black. So them clippers on y'all head, them is slave clippers. Them the clippers where they used to cut your lion's mane off and put you up on the auction block to sell you like a little bitch. Because all the slaves had to get their hair cut off. So in America, that's where you got your hair cut, on the auction block. You understand? Now, no, it's cool, Wise. You know what I'm saying? You young, bro. Don't argue with them. I know what's going on. You just young. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put you up to stop listening to the jargon they saying out there. You know what I'm saying? Look at it like this, Wise. Look at it like this, Wise. You get together with a woman, right? Y'all stay together. Boom. Y'all get married. Boom, you have two sons. You have a son. Next thing you know, one of them 5, one of them 2. By the time the 2-year-old get 5, you and her break up, right? Check this out. Check this out, Wise. Let's say you had 2 sons. Now let's say you and the woman break up. I'm going to ask you something. Are your sons still not valuable, though? Your sons are still valuable. Your sons are more valuable than your relationship. Because if you older than them, you're going to pass away before them. So there's nothing more valuable than their children. And so I've been in relationships and broke up. And any woman I was with that broke up, we got children, they'll tell you right now, The best part of our relationship was the children. The children make you be one thing where you always love each other based on the child. Based on the child, you're going to always do good if you have a righteous mindset. So if I have a son and a daughter by a woman and we break up by a righteous mindset, she's not going to be homeless if I can help, because my baby's going to be homeless. And they're going to always be my babies until they grown. And so I look up 20, 30 years old, I got 2 grown men. Those 2 grown men is worth it. Those grown men are worth it. I got 6 children, they grown. They worth it. The relationship really has nothing to do with it at this point. Wise? You see what I'm telling you? Wise. I got 6 children. They are the relationship. There's nothing that was just greater than me and the women did than having them babies. And then them babies had grandbabies. And if my son got a grandbaby like PJ, him, mama, and my grandson, the mama and my son not together, but PJ was worth them getting together. My grandson was worth it. That's all I'm trying to tell you, Wiz. The babies is worth it. I'm going to tell you something else, Wiz, from player to player. Man, listen. If you get with a woman, you have a baby, you break up, protect yourself financially, maybe get a prenuptial agreement. If you break up, go fuck another one and have another baby. That's more pussy. What you doing? You crying because you're getting a lot of pussy? Hey, well, we don't cry because this pussy gone and it's a new pussy, bro. That Pharaoh, hey, Wise, you better go fuck something and get it pregnant, bro. You'll be all right, bro. Trust me, you ain't doing nothing but get older anyway. What the fuck you care? You don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? If you want it to work out, though, but you got to give it a good shot. Don't listen to Hakeem. You never know if a relationship going to work out till it work out. Hakeem don't know what the fuck he talking about. A relationship is a gamble. You could be together and be madly in love, and you could fall out of love. Don't listen to that motherfucker. Love and long-term relationship is never guaranteed. Hakeem telling you some bullshit. There's no way you can marry nobody and know y'all going to stay together for 50 years or everybody would do it. Everybody getting married is rolling the dice. Everybody. Don't let no motherfucker tell you wait for the perfect woman, because how you know they perfect until they been perfect? You don't know that she perfect until your 50-year anniversary. Don't listen to Hakeem. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. Don't listen to him. Roll the fucking dice. And he asked me about my parents that was born in the 30s. So you know he don't know what the fuck he talking about. Because you cannot compare a relationship of no people that got together in the 50s to no people that got together in the 80s. So you know Hakeem don't know shit. Y'all listen to me. Listen to me. I ain't even going down there with him. That show you he don't know what the fuck he talking about. You can't compare my relationship to my kids' relationship. It's a whole different decade. That shit different. Shit hit different. He asked me about my mom and daddy, but I asked him this. Is my family, is my lineage still here? Fuck what you talking about, Hakeem. I got 3 sons. I got a grandson and finna have some more grandsons. And that's what matters. That shit you talking about don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, the lineage is here. The lineage is the only thing gonna matter at the end of the day. That's it. All you gonna have when it's over is the lineage. If you married to a woman and you stay together 60 years and y'all don't have no babies, what did y'all accomplish? A woman can't cause you shit. Don't listen to him. A woman can't cause you shit if you a G. A woman that calls a bitch nigga misery. But if you a G, that shit gonna roll off your back. Because we don't chase them, we replace them. Don't listen to Hakeem. You listen to a real player. Listen to the real nigga. A new woman make you forget the other woman. A new man will make you forget the other man. Don't listen to these losers. Y'all listen to me. Young motherfuckers come over here trying to teach. There's my babies, my kids, that young motherfucker. Hakeem, you a little boy. Stay in little boy place. You ain't got no age on you. You might be bitter. He might be bitter. Don't listen to him. Some bitch might have broke his heart, fucked his best friend and shit. He came home, the bitch was fucking on his bed and he mad. Don't listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Come back tomorrow, Hakeem, because you can't teach over here, okay? You need to go somewhere and get the Hakeeming, because we not Hakeeming over here, nigga. We Pharaohing over here. Don't try to teach over here, nigga. Go get your own page like a G. Why should they listen to you when you ain't got your own account and you can't even teach on your own and you try to teach up under me like a little boy? Bro, don't try to teach in my classroom. Go build you a classroom. You know what I'm saying? Y'all listen to me. Don't you hold shit wise waiting for everything to be perfect. Fuck all that. Roll the goddamn dice. Because that shorty that you don't think is perfect, that you get with, and y'all have a little bad time, y'all make it through, you look up, you be with her 40 years. You mess around, look where you be with her for 40 years. Because you ain't perfect, and she ain't perfect. And so it's crazy. Don't look for nobody perfect. Neither one of us perfect. Our relationship, I wasn't perfect. The woman wasn't perfect. We all trying to figure it out. We all trying to figure it out. But the last thing you want to do is not have your seed here. Let me tell you something, Hakeem. When you have sex, listen, Hakeem, when you see a woman and you like her, and if you have sex with her and your sperm go in her, that's you going into the future. Then when she had that little boy, that's you. Then you raise yourself and you teach yourself. But you didn't went into the future because that's your sperm. That's a part of your body. Break around. Like you watch movies. Y'all watch all these animes and shit. That sperm is like a piece of you breaking off and growing. And so now, even if you get in a relationship, your son get 10 or 15, boom, the relationship go bad. All right. When you see your son when he's 25, I bet you ain't going to regret having him. Hakeem, I mean, wise. You're not going to regret your sons or your daughters. You never going to regret them. Everything you went through to have them babies be worth it. Anybody tell you anything different? Everything you went through, your children was worth it. Everything. Same with you. Everything your parents went through to have you was worth it. You was worth it, Hakeem, no matter what the fuck they went through. You here now. You know what I'm saying? Let the next babies be here because we got to be here. So you can't find no perfect woman. It don't exist. And it's harder because we coming up in hard times. So you mean a woman coming up in broken families and different shit. So yeah, you marry her, she might be difficult, but it really don't be her fault. That's why you got to talk to your woman. That's why you got to find out. I married women and it didn't work out, but I married women that came from bad situations and shit. Their situations wasn't always that great. They might tell you it was me. Everybody got a different story. But our children is here now. My middle daughter, her mama got one child, the one I gave her. So what if we didn't get together? She wouldn't have the greatest thing in her life right now is our daughter. That's all you really gonna leave behind is your children. Your money, you can't leave money behind because somebody else get in and spend it and throw it away. You can't leave houses. You can't leave none of that shit. The only thing you leave in this world of any value is children, your offspring. That's it. On top of that, What good is working hard when you ain't got no motherfucker to give it to? So think about it. Why is you go out here and get a big bag and you ain't got no son, and then you pass away? What gonna happen to your shit? It's gonna be gone. So who you gonna pass something to? Have some babies, bro. Man, have some babies. Trust me what I'm telling you. Have some babies. And for the rest of y'all, when you get in a relationship and it don't work out, hey man, it is what it is. If it work out, it work out. If it don't work out, it don't work out. It's not the end of the world. Some of these brothers, they too butthurt, wise. You know what I'm saying? They too butthurt. I'm 67. I broke up with a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? My high school girlfriend, I loved her. We broke up under what fucked up situations. I thought my heart was broke, but the bitch was still ticking. But I thought it was broke, but it wasn't broke because I was with another one. I said, oh, my shit ain't broke. My shit still working. I thought my heart was broke. My heart wasn't ever broke. That was an illusion. Your heart don't be broke. Your heart don't be broke. Your dick just ain't working right. If your dick was working right, your heart would be all right. You know what I'm saying? Your heart would be all right if your dick was working right. You break up with shorty, but here go another. Listen, I'm with a woman. She fine as hell's my queen. I love her. Bad chick go by. I can't talk to her. I'm married. A bad chick there. I can't talk to her. I'm married. A bad chick there. I can't talk to her. I'm married. A bad chick there. I can't talk to her. I'm married. Okay, one day the marriage go bad. Let me think about this. I've passed up a lot of pussy. So now I can go get some of that. I hate that it didn't work out, but you know what I'm saying? My mind, one of my minds is fucked up, but I got two heads, and the other mind is like, fuck that bitch, bro. I got to go get off into some more pussy. So my dick be like, bro, fuck that hoe. I gotta fuck some. Get your mind right, bro. You fucking me up. You know, that's how my dick be telling me. My dick be telling me, bro, you fucking me up with all this bullshit. Fuck this bitch, man. Go fuck something. You know, why I can't get up in no pussy because you tripping. That's what my dick be saying. So listen to your dick, bro. Your dick don't get no fuck. That's another story. Your dick don't give no fuck. It's going to still get hard. I'm telling you, I got 6 kids. I got 6 kids. You know what I'm saying? I got 6 kids. What you want me to do? What you want me to do if me and her don't get along and we break up? What you want me to do? What you want to do? A relationship like this, give it your best shot. That's the only time you can be mad. If you didn't give it your best shot, you was cheating on your wife and all that, or she was cheating on you. She didn't give it her best shot. But give it your best shot. You're in a relationship and you really trying to be your husband and really trying to be a wife and you really trying and then it don't work. Well, hey, man. We tried. Be cordial, be cool, still look out for the children. And you know what I'm saying? Put on that hit record. Let's do it again. Do it again. Get back on the bike. Because all you're going to do is be here and not be here. So what you going to do all this time you here? You know what I'm saying? The young generation, stop trying to look for a perfect relationship until you get in it. You know what I'm saying? You'll know when things is bad because you'll be dead. If you ain't dead, shit cool. You'll know when things is really fucked up because you'll be dead. You'll be like, oh, damn, shit fucked up. I'm dead. Then it's bad. It's bad when you dead. That's when it's bad. If you ain't dead, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, have some babies, man, because your daddy, your granddaddy. Now you keeping your daddy and your granddaddy. Wise? You are your daddy. Your daddy is his daddy. Y'all the same person. Reincarnation happens through sex. So you want to be here in the next generation. So you're going to have sex and you're going to have a boy, you be here. If you have a girl, then the woman is here. So you either helping somebody have a next life, or you having a next life, or both of y'all having a next life. Because you got a girl and a boy. So I got 3 girls, so they mamas is here, and I got 3 boys, I'm here, and then the grandson, so I'm here 5 times. I'm here 5 times. Me, the 3 boys, and my grandson. 5 of me, which is 5 of my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather. Fruitful and what? Multiply. Turn 1 Pharaoh into 5. It's all beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Now, you're going to go through some hardships, in life, period. You're going to go through hardships with a woman. You're going to go through hardships with your best friend might do you dirty. That kind of hurt too. But one thing a relationship got over friends is them babies. Them babies be worth it, I'm going to tell you. Them babies be worth it. You could be broke up with your wife and or your girlfriend, and you go pick up your 3-year-old son. You so be so motherfucking happy to pick his ass up. Man, you be so happy. Y'all broke up, had a bad breakup. She cheated on you and everything. But as long as that baby really yours, and you pull up to her crib and he run out, Daddy, man, you be happy you had you. I bet you this. I bet you if you got boys, I bet you if you got children, I bet you'll never regret the relationship. You'll never regret the relationship. You'll never say, I wish I wasn't with you, because that means your children are here. You might think, I wish it would have worked out. But you ain't going to say you wish you wasn't there, because that means you wish your baby wasn't here, your son wasn't here. Your son going to love you unconditionally. It's a beautiful thing, man. Don't let nobody make you think, oh, they break up. Oh, it ain't like that, man. It ain't like that. You trying to do something. You see a brother come ask me about my mom and daddy. My mom and daddy come from the South. They had different principles. They was raised different. I couldn't find no woman like my mama. That nigga was talking stupid. How am I gonna find somebody like somebody born in 1935? You understand? I was finding women that didn't even come from homes as good as I had. So what he's saying, I shouldn't have had no 6 children. I should have waited to try to find somebody that came from the same type of upbringing I'm saying for, don't have no babies. That's crazy. I'm 67 now. Good thing I had them babies. If I ain't had them babies, then what? What you got to show for if you ain't got no babies? Because cars ain't shit. My daddy best friend had a Cadillac. Man, he kept that Cadillac. Mr. Smith kept that Cadillac in the garage. Never drove it. Kept it shining. Man, that motherfucker dry rotted. He had to sell it. Somebody had to go buy out, totally refurbish it, because it's still dry rotted. He thought he could save it. My daddy was like, I'm driving my car. You know what I'm saying? And who gonna cry because they gonna get no more pussy, different pussy? That's crazy too, boy. Well, y'all need a real player from the Himalayas over here to help you young brothers. But we ain't never crying because we got to go fuck another woman. Fuck, what? What? You crying because you broke up with this one and this one and that one and this one? I guess she'll make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? The new one to wipe away your pain. Oh no, what y'all talking about? Hey man, women and wiped. I wasn't hurting too long. Yeah, somebody fixed it. You know what I mean? Man, soul ties, you ain't got no soul ties if you ain't got no baby, because your soul got to live in a body. A soul got to be inside of a body. So how you got soul ties? Your only soul ties to your children. Your soul, you ain't got no soul ties with your wife. That's not your bloodline. Your soul ties only to your bloodline. No, you have feelings. You get with a woman and you really love her. It's not a game. You get with a woman that you like. Y'all date. Here go the thing, wise. Don't marry her fast. Y'all need to go out 3, 4, 5 years. Because it's going to take a while for you to make her to be wife status. Y'all got to get to know each other. You don't get to know nobody in no year. A year is 12 months. 36 months ain't no time. You do not know nobody in no 36 months. So it take time. So date her. If she really like you, she cool. Be loyal. Don't cheat on her. Make sure she loyal. If she look like she loyal and she act like she love you, stay together. You have a couple of babies, and then one day ask her to marry you and get married. And go make some money and take care of the children. And then one day, if it go bad, try to see if you can salvage it. And if you can't salvage it, y'all go y'all separate ways. And that's just it. That's not the end of the world. And then she go try to find somebody, and you try to find somebody. She gonna have a harder time than you. The man, we can find another beautiful woman quick. Women get ran through and meet a lot of liars. So I don't know why the man tripping. We got it better than the women when we break up. We can go find another really nice woman. She got to take a chance on a motherfucker. Because the men be acting like they nice just to get some pussy. So a woman really never know who she talking to. But we know. Unless you flashing a lot of money and shit. Don't be showing no woman no lot of money and all that. Because now you don't know why she like you. Don't show her shit. Do not be going over there with all that jewelry and shit on. Then talking about she wasn't no good. Bro, you went over there like a trick. That's why. Don't let her know none of your economic situation. See if she like you first. Yeah, I got 6 children. Yes, I have 6 children. Two of their mothers passed away. So I had to move on in certain situations. See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. In certain situations, breakups ain't all. Let me tell you something. Breaking up is not the worst. Your wife getting killed in a car accident or die from a disease is worse. Y'all don't know half of it. Sometimes you ain't together. See, we taking life for granted. You know what I'm saying? You taking life for granted. You in a relationship, you and her, y'all taking life for granted. Y'all taking life like y'all gonna be here every day. You ain't necessarily gonna be here. King Von had a woman when he got killed. How that relationship ended. Look at all these brothers and sisters getting killed. How their relationship ended. So stop thinking the only way relationship end is because you break up. The relationship can end because you ain't eating right, you ain't taking care of yourself, you can be in an accident, you can get killed. It's a whole lot of reasons. So you see, take life serious. So think about you got a woman and you had 2 sons and something happened, you get hit by a truck or you get killed. Thank God you had them 2 sons. Stop letting people tell y'all bullshit about relationships. Relationships are beautiful, whether they work out or not. That's irrelevant. You're trying for them to work out. Think about it. What's the other choice you got? You Houdini, you got a crystal ball? No, bro, I got to wait and get a crystal ball so I can find. Bro, that ain't, come on. Come on, what crystal ball? Anybody like Ivy is in a relationship, she'll tell you right now, it was all It was nothing that her and her husband did. It just worked out. They just made a good choice and it worked. It was no way him or her made that work like that. It just did. Anybody tell you that? There's nothing you could do or nobody you could find that's going to guarantee your relationship. Even some of us, when we're in long-term relationships, it'd be little rocky spots. My last relationship was like 22 years. That was like 22 years. Yeah, I got 6 children. My oldest was born in 1981. My second oldest was born in 86. My third oldest was born in 89. My fourth oldest was born in 91. My fifth oldest was born in 97. And my youngest was born in 99. So from 81 to 99. Like 20 years, like almost. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna dodge no problems, bro. All you doing is getting old and not having no seed. That's all you doing. All you doing is wasting time. That's all you doing. All you doing is wasting time looking for something perfect. And it ain't nothing perfect. I didn't do none of that on purpose. Like I said, 2 of my children, their mothers passed away. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to tell their brother. You understand? My oldest daughter, mother passed away. My youngest son, mother passed away. You see how I said how many children I got? You see where everybody's mind went? You know why their mind went like that? Because they always think everything's sweet. You don't consider death. You don't consider disease. You don't consider there's a lot of things could break the relationship up. Cancer. How did my mom and daddy broke up? My mama died from cancer. That's how they broke up. That's why I'm trying to tell you, life ain't guaranteed like that. So how's a relationship guaranteed? How is a relationship guaranteed when shit ain't guaranteed? That's why I'm trying to tell you, young people. You not guaranteed to be here tomorrow. So what you planning for? What you planning? You know, that's why that planning ain't no good. Because when you plan like that, you telling the Most High, yeah, I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be here. Will you? Will you be here? I know relationships where they was together, they loved each other, they started taking each other for granted, rocky relationship, break up, he died or she died. Now they hurt forever because they never considered that the other one might not even be here. And like dude told me, it's like, man, I never considered that she would die though. He said, if I could do the relationship all over again, I would consider that. He said, I thought about everything other than her not being here. I just took life for granted. I never thought that maybe me and her won't even be here. He said we living like every day we gonna be here. It's now or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna necessarily be here. Sometimes the only thing you left was your children. Because overall, that's the only thing you really add is your children. Actually. The only relationships I had was worth something is the ones where we had babies. The ones we didn't have babies, them relationships ain't worth shit. There's nothing to show. There's nothing to show from their relationship. With the ones that have babies, there's plenty to show. There's plenty to show. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty to show. That's what I'm trying to tell him, Ivy. That's the best thing you get out of a relationship is the children. The houses, the cars, and all that is cool. The companionship is cool. But the children is really the most precious thing that two people make. That's the only thing that be mattering at the end of the day. And I know people, when they lose a child, it's a wrap. I have broken up with women and we still be in love later. Still be, the vibe still be there. We could still get back together. But I know men that was in relationships and their son got shot and killed and he never get his wife back again. She gone because they killed her baby. And once they killed her baby, he don't got no wife no more. She just a shell. She crying all the time. He can't never make her happy no more. He can't make her happy. He can't make her happy no more. She don't care nothing about the relationship with him or nothing. He ain't got no wife no more. So I'm just trying to show y'all, you got to put everything in perspective. You know what I'm saying? You break up, ladies or men, you break up. It was a relationship. This man was the love of your life. You listen to Big Pharaoh, the first thing you think is, I'm glad I'm still alive. I'm alive. Because if you think of that and don't be glad you're alive, you got your priorities mixed up. You got your priorities mixed up, worrying about a relationship here and love here and there, but you alive though. So what? Fuck the fact you alive. You don't care you alive. You just worried over this shit. Really? Come on, man. Life first. If you dead, you still ain't no goddamn relationship. Make it make some sense. I would still lose my woman if I die. You know what I'm saying? What we doing? What we doing? All that stuff is whatever. Young people, don't be like trying to move according to the future because you're going to be moving, thinking about the future. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this because the future might do this. Man, next thing you know, the past going to be behind you. You were so busy worried that your future might not work out if you make this decision. Man, if I make this one, this girl, this, if I get with her, that. Next thing you know, you're 30, 40 years old. Now you're 40, 45 years old. You desperate, looking for a relationship, trying to have a baby. Because your dumb ass will sit up there and let life pass you by and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you worried about motherfucker tomorrow, trying to do something better tomorrow. You don't even know if you're going to be here tomorrow. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? You don't even know if you're going to be here. Real talk. I'm just telling you. Stop crying over spilled milk. You know what I mean? I got stabbed up. Had to learn how to walk. You think I give a fuck? Real people ask me, do that shit bother me? Hell no, the fuck it don't bother me. Get the fuck out of here. I'm alive, shit. Man, I'm not thinking about that shit. I might as well die then. Shit. I might as well have died, man, if I'm going to be tripping over that. I might as well die. Don't make no sense to be here. Fuck I'm here for. I'm going to keep it real. What the fuck? $40 looking to have a baby? What you mean 40 to looking to have a baby? I had my baby at 40. I wasn't looking to have, I was fucking and she just came out. My baby just graduated out of medical school. Tread on her. My daughter just came out of medical school. My daughter is in nursing school. She finna start working, making a whole lot of money. My youngest, I met her she was born in 99. I met her mother in 98. I was 40 years old. Facts. I was 40 years old. You know why 40 years old are you? Because you don't eat right. I'm vegan. I've been a vegan going on 50 years. So 40 was shit. Let me show y'all what 40 years old look like. See that y'all mentality fucked up. When you say that, you saying you wish death on yourself, bro. You just told the world, you just told the elements you don't want to live to be 40. That's what you just said. Because in your mind, 40 years old. Y'all mentality messed up. Y'all gotta fix y'all mentality, man. 40 years old until you get 67. I'm 67. So is 40 old to me now? No. Duh. 40 is 27 years ago. How is that old? How is that old? That's 27 years ago. Your mentality messed up. You think 40 years old. That's why you're going to die early. You're going to die early thinking like that. You're going to be dead. Because the only reason you think 40 years old, because you don't know you're a fucking baby. You think you got some age on. You ain't got no age. This is what 40 look like right here. Yeah, I was 40. I would have knocked your head off your fucking shit. I was 40. This is 40. This is 40. This look old to y'all. This look too old to have a baby? Do this look too old to have 3 or 4, 5 babies? To y'all, who that look like I was, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all be crazy, man. This is 40. I'm still trying to knock the bottom out some pussy right here. You just saying your dick gonna be fucked up when you get 35. You like 40 trying to have a baby. I ain't gonna be able to do that. I can barely fuck now. I'm on them honey packs. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, don't be talking about me because your dick stopped working at 29, nigga. Fuck is we doing? What is we doing? 40 old? 40 not old. Y'all got me confused. So you get grown at 20 and 20 years you old? That sounds crazy. Like, okay, you 18, you young. So when you get from 18, 28, 38, you old that quick? You get old in 20 years? So 20 years, and then the next 20 years you old? That sound crazy as hell. That sound crazy. Like what? So if you old at 40, what is you at 90? I'm confused as hell. I'm confused. So if I was old at 40, what am I now? That's confusing. That's confusing. You're not old until you get 70, okay? I'm not old. I'm middle age. Okay? I talk about this all the time. Y'all got rid of middle age. Young, middle age, old. Y'all don't do middle age no more. There's no just young and old. That sound crazy. There's middle age. You ever heard she's a middle-aged woman? He's a middle-aged man? Middle age. Then old. You just don't be old. It's a long time for you to be old. I still got 3 more years before I be old. I'm at the end of middle age. Because if you eat right, take care of yourself, I get 70, I'm supposed to get another 30, 40 years out of that shit. So yeah, 70 to 100, yeah, old. But old can't be no 40 to 100. Like 40 to 90 is old. You could be old that long. You could be old from 40 to 90. You could be old for 50 years. Somebody make it make no sense. I could be old for 50 years. I didn't know you could be old that much. Y'all talking crazy. It's some badass, man, it's some badass 60-year-old women out here. Y'all tripping. There's some fine ass 50-year-old and 60-year-old women out here, okay? My daughter's mother, she's 15 years younger than me. She like 52. Man, she fine as hell. On my soul. Y'all talking crazy. There's some bad women out here. Y'all know, well, y'all talking crazy. Man, there's some stars. There's some brothers out here can knock you out. There's brothers out here. There's brothers out here 65 can do 100 pull-ups straight. Do 100 push-ups straight. I swear to God, I'm telling you. There's brothers out here. Man, listen. Especially up in the penitentiary. Y'all got to go live some life. Yeah, she went into medicine because we told her to go into medicine. You know what I'm saying? So I invested in her. She went into medicine. You know what I mean? Now she going to go get one of these high-profile jobs, get her a real nice house, get daddy $100,000 or whatever. What the fuck? But good investment. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all game. You struggle, you work hard, put your children to school, they get out, you hit them for some bread. What the fuck? It's a good investment. Duh. Now you just kick your feet back. You know what I'm saying? You did your job. You raised her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You could do it. You could do it, Jay. You could do it. You could do it, Jay. You just gotta go do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Everything you need to know, they're gonna teach you. So you don't gotta know no science. They're gonna teach you right there in the class. Just read what they said in the class, and you don't have to know no science. You don't have to know nothing, Jay. They teach you. You know what I mean? You don't need to know shit. All you need to do is do your homework and study, and that's why you go to school, because you're gonna learn. Because you're not learning science. You only learning the science pertaining to your field. You're not learning all science. You ain't learning how to make rockets and all that. You only learning the science of medicine. You could do that shit with your eyes closed, Jay. Jay, you could do that shit with your eyes closed. I'm telling you. You better go get that bag. You better go into medicine. Your mother telling you right, because if you go into that, you'll always have a job. These other jobs going to be out of here, Jay. The only jobs that's going to still be strong is medical. All the other shit going to be robotic and shit. That robots can't do that. Go into it. Go into medical, Jay. That's why if I would have knew this, all my children would have went into it, but I didn't know. I didn't know. But my daughter's mother was in the medical. That's how I learned. You be smart. You be shut up in life and you learn. You don't be a know-it-all. So when I seen my ex-wife, when I seen her in medicine and I seen how I was paying and how she always could get a job, then we insisted our daughter go into it. Because she could always have a job. Not just jobs actually in hospital stuff. You could get jobs at these insurance companies. My daughter can come and she can go work for one of these big medical insurance companies and get like rich just sitting at a computer working from home. She could be working from home and she gonna make more money than her mama. She gonna make more money than her mama because she got a higher degree than her mama. She finna get bank. She finna make bank. And then daddy gonna be in her pockets. And then investor, we gonna make more banks. The family's got to be more smarter. That's why I tell people children is an investment. I had a lady, a young girl. She told me she didn't want to have no babies. Babies is too much. I said, babies is great. Is you crazy? She said, but what you talking about, Pharaoh? That babies ain't no great. I said, I could prove babies is great in 2 words. She said, what? I said, LeBron James. She said, what? How LeBron James mama living? She said, oh my God, I didn't think about that shit. I said, you better think about that shit. Them kids go and you stand on them kids' neck and you make them kids be out there being professional. And yeah, you working your ass off. Yeah, your economy not growing like you want it to be because you sacrifice for these children. But if you teach these children the right thing and you make them be successful, they going to hit you with a bag and you're going to be further ahead than if you would have got it on your own. You're going to be to raise your children and they're going to come back and bless you. Now, all you got to know is what to do with the money. You know what I'm saying? Think about my daughter finna drop a hella bag on me. I don't got no problem with that shit. With her getting no money from her. This is all an investment. The whole thing is an investment. She's going to get her a nice house, get her some nice shit, give daddy some money. Mommy probably don't want none, but give mommy some money. Mommy ain't gonna need my mommy not no entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. So 100 grand to me is like a fucking $10 million. She liable to get 500,000 back. With me, that type of money, because a lot of times black people, the only reason we can't do big things, we don't have the investment power. If we had the investment power, shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's the investment that come back and bless me. All that driving her to school, picking her up, sending her 300 here, sending her 1,000 there, sending her money like that, all them years, that's me investing in the future of the family. Now it's about to pay off. That's a lot of work, a lot of investment, all the way through grade school, all the way raising these children. You know what I'm saying? Same for my oldest son. He do cartoons and shit. He doing shit in Hollywood. He do cartoons and shit. He could draw his ass off. He all up in Hollywood. Now my middle son, he just a player. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody know what he be doing. He just be at the beach with girls all the time. He get money some kind of way, but you know what I'm saying? He get money some kind of way, but I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he be doing. I don't mess with my kids. I don't ask them questions. I don't really mess with my kids. You know what I mean? So with my children, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm just the one you call if somebody get out of line, like some street drama or something. Somebody threaten you and shit. That's my position in the family. No, I don't know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they real smart. So he ain't doing no sex shit like that. He doing something, but he's real smart. They real smart. And they in this new technological age. So ain't no telling what the fuck he doing. I don't be asking no questions like that. I just let them do them. But mostly of my family, I'm like the hitman if somebody get out of line, which nobody don't get out of line, but that's really just my position. Somebody go far, don't y'all do nothing, don't y'all call me, and I make sure you don't have no problem. So I just try to make the family, I'm like the security, make sure the family's straight. They ain't got no enemies or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So So even like my exes, if they move somewhere or get a house or something, and they move with some neighbors and they single, I'll go sit on their porch for a couple weeks and look like the boogeyman or a monster, and then like sneak out and be gone, and then everybody think it's a boogeyman around somewhere. So then they could be single and don't have no problems. And I don't try to fuck them or get back together with them or nothing. I just go do the boogeyman shit and go. I don't be trying to get back with them and all that. If I say I'm gonna help you do some shit, I don't be trying to have no strings attached and all that old pussy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna come over here, be the boogeyman, then I'm finna go. I ain't trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do that shit. Cause I don't believe mixing that shit together, pretend I'm gonna help you, and then I'm trying to get in your panties. That shit pussy. That shit bitch nigga shit. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all that. And I ain't spying on nobody. I don't give a fuck what you doing like that. Just call me if it's the boogeyman. If they get with a man and they have a problem relationship shit, I don't want to know none of that. I only want to know some shit if he's a tough guy, if he's wanting to do some violence. Then that's when you call me. Oh, nigga want to get some violence and shit and all that. That's when you call me so I can make that problem disappear. Cause nigga, this is my children's mother. What is you fucking crazy? I already know you're a bitch because you're in here fuck doing what is you what with a lady? I don't be threatening no ladies and shit, fight with no ladies, argue with no goddamn ladies. That's why some of you young brothers real relationships is you don't know how to do a relationship because y'all want to be arguing with these young girls. Leave them alone. Leave her alone. The more you argue with her, the more you teaching her to be argumentative. You making her worse. You know, for you young brothers with relationship, y'all mess with these young girls. You know the kind of homes they come from. You know the type of situations. You know how the hood is. You know what. So you already know there's issues. She not my mama. She not born in 1930. So that's when I asked somebody asked me about my parents. What the fuck that got to do with a girl today? Ain't none of the women today gonna be like my mama. So if you looking for somebody to be like your mama, you a fool. How somebody gonna be like your mama? The only people gonna be like your mama is the one born at the same time your mama was born. Once they born in a different generation, it's a different person. You not gonna get nobody to act now like people act here, and these people didn't act like these people, and these people didn't act like these people. That's just make believe. How I'm gonna find somebody like my mama? That's crazy. So you get with a young girl now, you gotta deal with her based on the environment she is. So your young brothers gotta be chilled out with the girls and try to calm yourself down because you come out the environment too. Gotta calm yourself down, and then when she see you calm down, she'll calm down. And just watch who you pick. You know, if she running around a lot, what did you date her for? You see she running around like a chicken with her head cut off. You think you gonna get with her and stop her from doing that? That's her. So don't marry no club hoe. If she always running around, don't deal with her. If you start dating a girl and she constantly still running around with her girlfriends, just move on. But don't say they all like that. Boy, that's just one chick. That's just one chick. She might not be for the street. She might be for the street, but you don't know who she is. But it ain't no match for you. She might be a match for somebody else. Maybe she's still waiting to grow up. She might turn out to be fine, but you just never know. You know what I'm saying? The key is taking your time when you pick somebody and stop picking somebody and you see these flaws and trying to get rid of the flaws. It don't work like that. When you with a woman and she got flaws, they got to be flaws that you're willing to deal with. That's what my father taught me. My father taught me it's something wrong with every woman you're going to be with. So pick the one where you can handle the things about her you don't agree with. So my daddy told me, he said, this one drink too much, this one shop too much, this one run around too much, this one fight too much, this one gossip too much, this one that. He said, your mama shop a lot. I can handle it. I'd pick that. You know what I'm saying? If I dump your mama, I'm going to pick one that drink too much. I'm going to pick one. So he said, something wrong with all of them. That's what my dad said. So pick one. There's something wrong with them that you can live with. That's what he told me. Ain't one lie. My mama was a shopaholic, used to waste money. He said, but you know what I'm saying? My daddy worked around 1,000 men at CTA driving the bus. He used to tell me all of them complained about something with their wives. So you got to pick something and deal with it. Ladies, you too. You got to pick a man. It might be some about him you don't like, but it's going to be something about all of them you don't like. Find one that got something you don't like necessarily, but you can live with that before you can live with this. But as far as you trying to pick somebody perfect, I mean, Jesus is dead. So I don't know what Jesus is dead. And he was fucking with Mary Magdalene and she was a hoe. So I just show you what, Christ, they don't want to tell you that. Christ's girlfriend was a hoe. You know what I'm saying? He was going to fix her. Because you could fix her. I know some wild chicks that would have made some good ass wives on my soul. I know some chicks that was kind of wild and kind of out there, right? But they really liked me a lot, and they would have changed for me. They was cool. I could have built a wife out of them. I know, a lot of times it's based on the man there. They ain't around no man. They ain't around no man to bring no structure. But a lot of times if they get with a man to bring some structure, they'll start to change. But that's why you got to get a baby out of them, because that's the only thing going to be worth it. You got to get a baby out of them. And you got to be a decent person. Then she ain't going to go take you to child support. She ain't going to take you to child support if you support your goddamn kid on your own, nigga. You ain't supporting her, so she got to go to child support. My middle daughter, her mother didn't have to go to no damn child support. I sent her money, but she went to aid to get aid when she moved to California. Because she had like some medical conditions that she was dealing with a lot of time. She had that diabetes you be born with and shit. So she was a vegan and all that, but sometimes she'll be feeling not too good. You know what I'm saying? I still sent her money and shit like that. You got to sit Shorty down. If Shorty ain't sitting down already, that ain't the one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one, Wise. Why would you waste time with her when you could find somebody that's already chill? You could find a nice college girl that ain't doing all that. See, y'all brothers don't be shopping in the right places. The girls you need to meet, you can't find them easy. So the girl that's all outside and all like that, that's you going for the ones you can see. That's where you make a mistake. Ladies too, that's where you make a mistake. You got to meet the ones that you got to catch out there. See, the perfect husbands and wives, they ain't out there. You might bump into them at Whole Foods. You might bump into them at the gas station, the grocery store. That's where you're going to meet your love of your life. You're not going to meet them in the rigmarole and all that. That's not the ones. So then you always out there in the rigmarole. You date this one that's out there with all the noise. You date that one. Then you start saying, man, these women ain't no good. Oh, gee, no, you ain't you ain't picking the right ones. The right ones ain't out there. They not there. The ones you need is not out there like that. They more private. They're more private women. You gotta find those ones. That's for you women too with the men. So you be like, they all, that's not they all. You mean all the ones outside that you seeing running around, all the ones at the club. Don't say all, that's not all. Niggas ain't at the club. Them the losers. Men, it's a lot of men ain't at the club. They don't go to the club like that. They don't go to the club like that. You know what I'm saying? Real players, we go to church and meet a lady at church. If I wanted to get married right now, I'll go to church. There's some bad bitches up in the church, man. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be anointed. They'll stop going to church a whole lot if they get a man. They'll still go every now and then, but they'll stop going if they get a good man. There's some bad women up in the church. A lot of them looking for a man. Don't nobody want to tell the truth. I could go to church right now, and old sister Caroline, she gonna be like, "Hey, brother, it's good to see you in the name of Jesus," and all that. And I'll be like, "Hallelujah, baby, hallelujah." And then I keep coming to church, and we're gonna get acquainted, and I'm gonna ask her to go out for dinner, and then I'm gonna be nice. The next thing you know, I'll be knocking her back out. But I ain't gonna be trying to get her to stop chasing Jesus. You know what I'm saying? She's just my queen. She just loves Jesus and shit. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, she gonna stop going that much because she won't want to stay with me. She ain't gonna want to go. She ain't gonna want to go. I'm just telling you facts. There's some good women out here. You meet them in the store. I go to Whole Foods. I'm vegan. There be some bad chicks up in Whole Foods. I look in their basket like, okay. Shorty in perfect, excellent condition. Skin look good. Hair beautiful. She like 50, 55, 60 years old. Fine as hell. All I got to do is shoot my shot. Make sure I get in line behind her. Start having a conversation. I ain't gonna ask her for a number. I'll give my number. This is my number. If you ain't doing nothing, call me sometime. That's how, you know what I'm saying? Ask her for a number, I'll give her my number. I ain't gonna ask you for your number. I'm gonna give you my number. Make sure you call me, cutie pie. I will be waiting for your call. And you gotta have a conversation. They ain't gonna talk to you. You all scary and shit. You know what I'm saying? Told y'all young brothers, where you meet them at? You got to go to the places to meet them. There's a lot of people out here. You be going to the wrong places to meet them. If she all outside, all in the motion, nah. You know what I'm saying? She ain't the one. You want the quiet ones. You want the ones that's going to make a good husband or make a good wife. Just everybody ain't going to make a good husband and make a good wife. Instead of trying to change somebody to what you want, find what you want. For a young man, the best way to get a woman is have something going on for yourself. Have something, because the woman you want, you're going to have to have something going on for yourself. You know? Even that been like that when I was young. You go up to the college, you see this fine girl, you start dancing with her. She started telling you about her class. She started saying, so what's your goals? What you planning to be? So what's she going to ask you? You ain't gonna be able to be just have on the new sneakers and shit and your hair all braided up and shit looking. That ain't gonna get it for no real queen. She ain't going for that little boy look because you got them clothes on like that and all that. No, you're gonna have to have some substance. But don't turn your back on relationships though. You know? You introverted. Man, you gotta go out there, you gotta go out there and move around and meet what you meet, but where you meet them at is gonna make the difference. Pretty much, life is about fate. So when it comes to relationships, you just gotta relax and let the man come to you, let the woman come to you. But when you get the opportunity to get close around them, you gotta say what you gotta say. If you don't say nothing, then you're gonna miss your opportunity. You gotta speak up when the right time comes. Like my daughter's mother, I was at the beach standing on this side of the street. She was way on the side of the street. I seen her right away. I said, "Ooh wee." Next thing I know, they start walking towards me. They walked right up to me, and the lady she was with, say, "You got some weed?" And I said, "If your girlfriend give me her phone number, I got some weed, yeah." But she was looking mean and shit. So she gave me her phone number, but I didn't call it. I'm like, I gave her mine. She gave me, I ain't calling her. She was looking too mean. Couple of days, my phone ring. Hey, this. I said, hey. That turned into 22 years because I opened my mouth. If I didn't open my mouth, closed mouth don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? A closed mouth don't get fed. And we got together, and boom, next you know, she was pregnant with my youngest. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking for nobody else. I'll never be looking for nobody. They gotta come naturally. You know what I'm saying? Because if you force it, this ain't gonna work. It gotta be all organic. Everything will work out good for you. But when you do find somebody you like and you start going out on some dates and she cool and stuff like that, if you want to have a relationship, make it happen. Just don't be trying to change her because you ain't her man like that yet. And just because she become your woman, kind of, it's a long time before she really your woman. And the best way is just set an example. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, the whole thing, Jade, is for women it's harder because once you have sex with them, you're gonna get more emotionally attached to them because you're the woman and they coming inside of you, so you're gonna get attached to them. And then if they ain't serious or whatever's going on, then it'd be all messed up. So a lot of times for a woman, the best thing to do is not have sex and don't make them spend no money, and just tell them just like that. I ain't ready to have sex, so we can go hang out, but I don't want you to go spend no money. You know what I'm saying? So when you go out, you pay for your food, he pay for his. And just tell him, I'm just really trying to get to know you. I don't want to be sexually attached and then we don't get along. Just be honesty is the best policy. And so you're a woman, you're with a man, and y'all go out on a date, pay for your food, he pay for his. So you're trying to find out who this is. You just can't be having men just running through you because men are put on the front, ladies, just to get in your panties. But he can't front no long time. See what I'm saying? The key in dating is the reason you date a long time because they can't fake no long time. They can fake 2 or 3 dates, but they can't fake no long time. That's why you got to make them wait. Because the mug going to put on the act trying to get in your panties and then going to be something different. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make him wait. With men, you gotta make him wait so you can see the real him. And after he go out with you for a couple of times, you don't have sex with him, he don't call you no more. That's because he got a woman already and all that shit. He don't really like you. He don't like you or he'll still be coming to see you. If I like you, I'ma still come see you, whether we have sex or not. My oldest daughter mother, I went by her house how many times before we had sex? A man that really like you, he ain't gonna stop coming just because of no sex. The ones that's trying to have sex real fast, that's because he trying to hurry up and knock your back out and move on. He just trying to run through you and so he can go. He don't want to waste no whole lot of time trying to run through you. And when he could be trying to run that game on somebody else, these is irresponsible men. Because any man that's trying to have sex with you quick might give you an STD because he might be trying to have sex with everybody quick. So for a man and a woman, young men and young women, you don't want nobody sexually all hooked up on sex. That's how you get HIV. You don't want no sex monster. Not no man or no woman. You don't want nobody quick to have sex like that. So when I get with a woman, I ain't quick to want to have sex with her. I don't know where the fuck she been. I got to talk to her for a while, find out where she been. Who the fuck she been with. I'm not trying to, that's why I ain't never had no STDs and shit like that. I ain't never had no shit like that because I'm not doing all that. And I'm not wearing no condoms. I'm a baby maker. So if I got to wear condoms, I'll pass. You know what I'm saying? I got to find out what the hell going on. So you don't want any man that's quick to have sex, that nigga don't care about his own penis. He just sticking his penis up and shit like that. Fucking behind dudes, you don't know who this chick is. I mean, niggas she done fuck. You know what I'm saying? She might be a nympho. You know what I mean? So you ain't trying to do all that. You got to find out what you want in life. You know, do you want a real relationship or is you playing? You should want a real relationship though and some children. For real. And stop letting people like Kevin Samuels and them put all these negative image, generalized women and generalized men. Now when you get out there, you generalizing. How you gonna get in a relationship when you go out with me and you already generalizing? And you talking about all of them like this and day this and day that. Bitch, I ain't no day on me. Fuck you mean day? Who the fuck is day? I might not even fuck with them. You know, you talk about a woman calling a day, she might not even like them. Because I know a lot of women, they don't fuck with women. Telling you. A lot of women don't hang out with women. And she gonna tell you when you date her, I don't hang around no whole lot of women. It be too much. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you, and that's the one you really want. You want the one don't hang out with no whole lot of women. They say they be too shady and they don't want to be bothered that. Like a lot of men. A lot of men, ladies, don't hang out with men. I don't hang out with men. A lot of men, a lot of black men and black women don't hang out with their own sex. A lot of black men and black women is loners. They're around the same people, they cousins. Most black women, the only women they're around that's worth dating is their cousins or their sister. Same for the men. He around his brother or he around his cousin. He ain't around a whole bunch of dudes. That's the first sign when people be around a bunch of people, women. When you meet a dude and he's around a whole bunch of dudes and he's always talking to these dudes, don't date him because that's a little boy. That's a little boy because a man really on something, he ain't gonna take you around no dudes. He ain't gonna be talking about no dudes. He not gonna introduce you to the guys. Period. Men like us, when we get around each other, our wives is over there and it's us. And we don't mix our wives together. So my boy I'm hustling with, he don't make his wife come hang out with my wife. We don't do that weirdo shit. We out, we hustle, then we go back to our respective families. Our families ain't got nothing to do with our relationship. What that got to do with us? We gotta be around each other's wife and girl for what? They ain't helping us get no money. We the one we get money. I'm giving y'all game, you know what I'm saying? But ladies, you looking for a man, you gotta go outside. Shit. You gotta be looking good and you gotta go outside. And you gotta be willing to talk to him to find out if you want to talk to him. You can't, you're not talking to him to be with him. You're talking to him to see if you want to keep talking to him. That's all. It ain't gonna hurt. Talk to him to see if you want to keep talking to him. But you can't mess with him real quick because he'll have a wife on your ass. Because some dudes is losers. I'm a businessman. I can't do that. You're a businessman. You got all your music at the house with your wife. You got 2-inch tapes. You got valuable stuff. You making money. You go out and cheat on your wife. She find out. She throw all that shit out the window. Tear your whole business up. You know what I'm saying? You got too much at stake to be pissing her off. All your shit at the crib. How you gonna be a businessman? You got a record label. You got all this valuable shit. You got dats. You got music. You pay all this money. Record this music. It's at the house. You done went and cheated on your wife like a dumbass. Now she done tore up all the music and shit. Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of shit. She done threw down the stairs or threw in the bathtub or who knows what. How you gonna be a businessman like that? A businessman don't be cheating and shit like that. So, ladies, as soon as you see he cheated shit, this nigga not on nothing. He ain't no businessman. He a loser. Because a businessman ain't trying to think of no 2 or 3 women. He can barely think about his wife. So all he want to do is think about his wife. He ain't got time. It's his wife and business. His wife and business. Not no wife, no girlfriend sneaking around and business. How you going to take care of business? You run around ducking around and shit. You done went out here with this damn girl and her sister that synced you with the girl. Like stupid shit. Your damn wife got 3 sisters. You out town with somebody else. They call her. Pharaoh down here. He down at the restaurant right now. I just seen him in there. What is we doing? And throw everything away, lose everything for what? For this chick, you know what I'm saying? And you got a good wife and you run around with this chick? For what? What, you got low self-esteem or something? You shouldn't even got married or got in a relationship then. You know what I'm saying? If you get in a relationship, no cheating, no going back to the old boyfriend, no talking to the old boyfriend, no talking to the old girlfriend, none of that. Grow up. Relationships mean grow up. You can't it's not high school no more. Grow up and get some money. Raising the children and having children or raising children and getting money, that's what you need to be on. Your wife need to be getting money. You need to be getting money. And don't marry no wife want you to get all the money. Because an idle mind's a devil workshop. If she ain't working or doing nothing, then she gonna be a hoe. She need to be working. She need to be making some money. Because it ain't no your money and her money. It's money for the household. Your money is the household. Her money is the household. It's money. Don't give no woman believe you got to go make all the money and you got to pay all the goddamn bills. Don't get no woman like that. The bitch telling you she ain't going to help you do nothing. Even if you got enough money to pay all the bills, don't do it. Don't you, all this, man, they not pay all the bills. And every time you go to work, somebody all up in her ass. You a fool. You ain't teaching her no responsibility. What she got to make you do all that? Ain't no pussy in the world. You know what I mean? All that. The only time your wife shouldn't be working is if you got too many kids for her to work. If you got too many kids and she got to take care of the kids, then that's it. You got to make sure you got enough money to take care of them. If the kids going to school and shit, she just sitting around on her ass, she better go get some money. She got to go get some money. Because if you a man and you go to work and you come back and you pay everything, your wife is a pimp. And you a hoe. You a hoe. She the pimp. You going out hitting the track and bringing her back to money. Basically, she pimping you. That's what we teach. That's what they teach. Ask Bishop Don Juan, he'll tell you. Ask Reverend Seymour, they'll tell you. Any man that's paying everything, he a hoe. And his wife is a pimp. She pimping him. That's a fact. If you're a man over here and you paying everything, you a hoe. Your wife is a pimp. Basically. And y'all ain't got the right concept. In a relationship, in a marriage, it's all hands on deck at all times. All hands on deck, and you don't take nothing for granted. Because she could lose, something could happen. She could get sick, got to go to work, and you got to carry the weight. Or you could get sick, and she got to carry the weight. So your relationship, you trying to get it. And then anybody, if this one's down, then this one's going to pull them. If this one's down, this one's going to put her. A lot of times in a long relationship, it be going like this. She be down, you be down, y'all be both up, y'all be both down. In a real relationship, I don't know. In real life, though, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. In real life, one of y'all come home and the job that moved, they done laid you off and shit. Or she come home, they done fired her from the nursing home and shit. She don't like the supervisor. It'd be like, man, you got so many weeks, she gonna go find another one. You got real shit in. You got real stuff in a real relationship. I don't care how much money he make. Why you don't want to go make none? That's more money that's still more money. You trying to get it. In a relationship, you trying to bring in as much as you could bring in. My friend White, him and his wife, they doctors. They going to get it all. He make enough money where she ain't got to go get none. No, they ain't with that. They ain't with that. They like, listen, the more we get, the more our children going to have. That's how they looking at it. They looking at the family pot. They like, yeah, he could go get all the money and the children have this much. But if she go, the children got that much. They going for that much. If he making $500,000 and she can make $500,000, they want that million. She not living off that $500,000. No kind of way. And she don't want to be in no situation where her husband leave and she broke. Them days is over. You can't get her to stop working. Black folks got to get their economics together when it comes to relationships. Like, this is an economic war. These successful men got to stop hating on the men struggling, telling the women they need to be with somebody like him and compare everything. You know what I'm saying? You compare everything, but you's a bitch ass nigga. She ain't gonna want to stay married to you though. She ain't want to marry you. You got the money, but that's all you got. You a loser. Because what kind of man would go out there and say that and hate on all the other men? This dude drive the bus, you know he can't pay every motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Some of these brothers be that got the money from the community too. Be that had a product or something, talk and get a lot of money from the community and start acting like they big daddy woo woo and that every woman need to give with a motherfucker like him and he got all the money from us. These people go get all the money, these rich motherfucking blacks, they get all the money from the hardworking blacks and then shit on the hardworking blacks that made them rich. Nigga, you wouldn't be shit without us. You know what I'm saying? And then get out here, and that's why the streets want to bust your head and rob your bitch ass. That's why you can't get in the streets. That's why you got to dip and dodge in the streets. Because they're going to run all that. Give all them chains, all them watches. Get out of it. They might strip you butt ass naked out here. Because you up there talking down to the community and shit. You don't see nobody do nothing to Mike Epps because he keep it real in the hood. You don't see nobody mess with Mike. We love Mike. So that's up with that for the young brothers with the relationships. Let me tell you something. Get in a relationship. And if ladies too, get in a relationship. If it don't work, break up and get in another one. Shit. If that one don't work, get in another one. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Get in another one and keep getting in them if they don't work. Don't be sitting around talking, oh, relationships ain't that. Get in another goddamn one. One of them going to work. If they don't, next thing you know, you'll be old anyway. What you going to just sit around and just what? What you going to sit around and do? You'll be all right. A bad relationship ain't going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Bad food will kill you before a bad relationship. Man, don't be giving, man. Get into another one. Fuck all that. Ladies, you get with a man, he ain't messing, he messing up, you break up. Take your time, though, but get in another one. And the hell with the last relationship. What do you want to do? You live life. Live life. All life is a chance. Soon there's a chance. Shoot, a building just burnt up not too far from here. People had to go to the hospital, almost died. So somebody left down. The lady left some on the stove. Some had apartment fire, and she ran out the apartment, but she didn't close the door back. So the fire came out right behind her. 30 feet out in the hallway was on fire. All she had to do was close the door back. Well, she done did something crazy because she got burnt and shit too. Probably some hot grease or something. Had too much fire and that grease caught on fire, jumped on her ass or something. Something stupid. Burnt a lot of the building up. A lot of people had to go to the hospital. So life ain't guaranteed anyway. So roll the dice. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, you got to be the most careful. The men ain't shit, okay? Don't let them get on this social media talking about talk about women. These men ain't shit. The women is way better than the men. These niggas is lying, ladies. These dudes is lying. The women is way better than the men. The men to be snakes, a lot of them. You still some good men, don't get me wrong. But the ones that ain't good ain't no good. They'll cheat on their wife with their boy's woman, doing two people dirty. They'll cheat on their wife and be sleeping with their best friend's woman, hurting their wife and their best friend. Facts. Any real man will tell you they don't like being around men. Know a lot of men, they might got one best friend because men is some dogs and you can't trust them. And they try to get out there and try to put it on the ladies. But the ladies is fall in love hard. Men pretend they're in love, a lot of them. Women really will fall in love and they're going to do anything you want if she love you. She gonna get down. For real. She'll bust a gun for you if she love you, I'm telling you. Women be in love hard. They loyal. No, women is way more trustworthy than men. With me, men like Goshen, we can't hardly find no men. Me and him can hang out. We be the only ones can hang out with each other. I ain't gonna do no stank shit to him or no shit like that. But that we rare. Men like me and Goshen is rare. I'm gonna tell you. Well, it's rare. Men be judging each other and shit. Men like us, we don't be judged. We don't be judging. That's just how do this. We don't be judging no men. That's weird. Oh, me, I'm analyzing you and shit. Who the fuck doing all that? Analyzing the brother and shit. You know? Like, what? Yeah, they love hard. Yeah, they love hard. If I wanted to build an organized crime family that's strong, I'd build it with all women. The only thing is they have to be women that can't be with men because they men will mess it up. Ladies, if you put together 12 women that made a pledge not to get in a relationship for 4 years and start a business, y'all all be millionaires without no men in y'all business. Because without no men, y'all wouldn't be beefing at all. I'm telling you, 12 ladies go celibate for 4 years, no man, no dating, and put a business together, y'all will be filthy rich. Because it wouldn't be no men to distract y'all. And when it comes to business, y'all on that because y'all can be on the phone all day. That's right, girl. Then they try to cheat us with the 49503. Yes, see, they try to cheat us. Y'all love the phone. Y'all love to talk. Y'all can really do that. So if y'all was talking about business will get done. As soon as you get through cooking, you calling Cheryl up. Yeah, girl, I couldn't believe that. Ain't gonna tell us he can't get the material there on time. We been ordered that shit. You know, y'all would be rich. He said he gonna send it out. Yeah, because Denise called his ass and told him, girl, that he better get that shit out. What do you think this is? He think we playing with him? We getting money, girl. For real. Anyway, let me go. I'm just 8. I'll see you tomorrow. Y'all will be on it, boy. Y'all will be on somebody's neck. Boy, if I could start a business with 12 women that don't got no men involved, we'll be a billion zillionaire. Because I wouldn't try to fuck none of them. We try to get money. They're my business partners. Yeah, she got a big ass. Yeah, she got some nice titties. Yeah, she cute. But what that got to do with the price of tea in China? I don't care. I've seen pussy before and pretty face and big titties before. I'll be all right. She ain't the only, like my grandmama said, everybody got a booty, boy. You know what I'm saying? We'll be rich as hell. Jay, we'll be filthy rich. Because women be really on business like that and can really focus. Men can too, but you could just find more women. All my white friends, they don't start no business without no women in it. They got to have a woman in the business. It'd be 4 white boys and a woman, and they be billionaires, they be millionaires in a few years. She the one really keep everything together in a strange kind of way. And she be aggressive. They can't dominate her. Women are great with business. They just are natural. They focus. They really in the details, and they can get obsessed with shit. And they'll get obsessed with this business move. For real. If you try to make a deal, they really own that. Like they're going to eat and sleep that. That's why so many women is in the office place when you go downtown. That's why it's majority women. It's men in a boss position and it's women all under bosses. That's a fact. Heck yeah, they got it. Yes, they got it. And they got that loyalty. See, women, like, especially if you're a man, a woman to be real loyal. Real loyal. And that's why they can't have no man, because she'll be so loyal. He'll be jealous how loyal she is to us. But we ain't even got nothing going on, dude. You jealous for nothing. It'll be hard to find men that let her come and work like that won't be tripping. Cause like, dude, we don't want your wife, bro. This is not that. This is not that. Calm your ass down, like you fucking everything up. We trying to get a bag. What is you doing? So it'd be hard to find a man to run it, because there's a lot of men will be trying to sleep with your damn wife, talking about you trying to do business. And it would be hard to find men married to the women that won't be tripping. So that's show you men got serious issues. Because it'd be hard to find a man that could work with 12 women that won't be all up in there flirting and shit like a goofy. He got low self-esteem. He in there flirting. We trying to get money. And for black people, we got to break all that because we behind. We got to break all of that. We really do. We got to do better, y'all. I'm saying that we're going to leave that right there. But we definitely got to do better if we're going to get out this hole. Seriously. Victory.